100 voices in your head. With every twist and every turn, pulling every single thread. I may have 1,000 names, but in the end they're all the same. I play whatever role you need to guide your way. Welcome to the Matrix, where I am your god. It may be a simulation, but I ain't no fraud. I play your friend and your foe, design your joy and your woe. And if the red dress caught your eye, I'm doing something right. Welcome to my world. Let's see who comes out to play tonight.
Welcome back, everyone, to Martyria! Yeah, we're going Wild West with it because things got wild. Did you miss me? I sure missed you. All of you out there watching. We are For the Win, your favorite weekly Wednesday D&D live play, plus every now and then some other things like discussing the new player's handbook last week. Wasn't that great? Yeah, and you can bet we're going to do it again because I had so many things to say about the new player's handbook that I was just champing at the bit to talk about while I was watching back through, which I hope you did too. It's educational, informative. So don't get a copy of the player's handbook, just watch us. We'll teach you how. Or, do it, I guess, if you want. Anywho, so we are back playing after a week. I am your Dungeon Master, Nick. Sorry I wasn't here last week. Real life called. And now I'm joined by 3 lovely individuals, so 3 plus me makes 4. And we're going to meet them for the 30-somethingth time, starting with... Whoa, Stash.
Let's fucking go. Now I don't have to follow anyone tonight. I'm happy. All right. While bodies rain down from the sky, the crew just wants to make sure cats don't die. What up, I'm Woe.
Nice.
Short and sweet. Save those cats. And we'll see. Cats? Saved? Not saved? Who's to say?
Nick would never kill cats. People don't
ever never.
That.
I might put them in peril and make you save them, though.
Again.
Next up, we have Matilda.
Hello, I play Sitsu. I did not have a poem today because I'm a problem.
I fucking love it.
I love the honesty and the humor. And because we knew you didn't have one, we saved. Last but not least, here is Scott.
Hi, I'm Scott. I play Rafin. Among potions and powder, the gang stood tall, till Woe's dark magic made him stumble and fall. Her hunger devoured them, blast after blast, into the void back they were cast. Rafin dodged them like a dancer, so nimble and quick. He almost became dust, disintegration's trick. Sitsu saved his ass just in the nick. And the hostage, well, he's naked and hanging dick.
That he is. Apt summary of the events of last session. We played the battle in Tendrix Tonics against Malloy, said naked man, Alice Ursane, who, upon dying, seemed a little empty. And, of course, Falco, who was the first to fall, and heads rolled, thanks to Sitsu and Alan chopping them off at the end, slicing them clean. As you were preparing to head back to the Knights Hall, you sent Gobblefunk ahead as a little, hey, meet us halfway and we'll give you the second of these heads. Gobblefunk came back and told you, all right, no knights no more. And you used a bit of magic to track down Jura Osteria and found her dead, along with 4 other individuals, Vindra Okopin, Ludo Fortuna, Brian Esane, and Kashal Runecleave of the Syndicate and Reaper fame, as well as your chief of police and candidate for Mediarch, dead. Dead. His body fell from the sky, and the Herald challenged the Syndicate and Reapers, now that they're leaderless, now that he's taken care of that, to just take what they want, because the Knights aren't going to give them any trouble. And as Sitsu, did a little silent mouthing off to the Herald, as you got to taunt him a little bit, he dropped a Knight dead right next to Sitsu. He knew where she was. So that is where we are, good players and audience. You are near the Obsidian Street monuments, the 5 bodies, 6 if you count Alistair Sane's head that you tossed in, and 7 if you count this dead knight lying on the ground. And the Syndicate and Reaper members gathered in mass begin moving in various directions, some your way. What are you all doing?
Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah. How far are? Because we're going to.
I don't know where you're going.
I need to look at the map. There it is. We are.
So you are in kind of you're on the road that separates Old Town and Guild Central. That main road there.
Okay. Oh, in the square. Okay. Yes.
Yeah, not terribly far from the square. But yeah, so you're on the south east, just a little past South Central part of the city.
And we're trying to get to.
Oh.
Where is that? What was it actually called? I should probably use the real name of things.
What, the temple?
Yes.
Temple of
Temple of
Ophinius, right?
Ophinius.
The Oraculum. So that is over by the South Side house, over there. But it's kind of that northern corner of South Side where most of the larger houses of worship are congregated.
So kind of near the Hall of Believers.
Very near the Hall of Believers.
Okay. Can we kind of beeline through back alleys and stuff?
Yeah, I guess what direction are you heading on the map?
If I'm understanding where we are right now, we're going almost straight west. Because we'd be kind of by G on the map, right?
Yep.
So we just need to kind of go left.
All right, roll initiative.
Oh, boy.
I knew it.
Just to make us do that whole spiel to then.
It just depends on what direction you're heading. And this might be a very quick encounter. Probably will be, depending on what it is you're hoping to accomplish. I'll roll for Enyo. All right. Oh, Enyo with that solid nat 1. Which still becomes a 12 or 13. All right, we got everybody in?
Yep.
Okay, then up first in our combat, we have one of the Reapers down below has started making her way, and Sitsu, from this distance, you would recognize this woman who is the one last time who, when she was reanimated, just would not go down. Just kept popping back up. She moves 15 feet
God. Okay.
and closes the distance to you, Sitsu, being the only one here within range. And she is going to cast Hold Person on you. Following the directive of doing whatever the hell she wants. And Sitsu, you just pass your save. You are not held by this spell. But she is right up in your space. That is her turn. It is now Owlin's turn. What is Owlin doing?
Can Owlin do the coordinated strike.
She sure
with
can.
The crossbow here. Let me go over here, just so she's not shooting directly through C2.
That's a good play.
Now, do I just do the normal shot and then hit
Yep.
coordinated? Cool.
Yeah, do the coordinated if you hit on your attack, which she rips off this hand crossbow attack, and SDL just manages to matrix dodge out of the way just in time, and it goes zipping and crashes into a branch of the tree.
We're not going to be able to kill this one again, are we?
For different reasons, maybe.
Yes, that is Alan's turn.
All right, then there is a rushing sounds over off to the map left as a large man looks to be predominantly orc with tattoos all over his body. He's currently shirtless except for bracers that go up to his elbow. He's wielding just a massive club and just smacking it on the ground as he goes, and is going to close the distance with that dash. He's going to be able to get right up here into Woe's space, but can't do anything beyond that. Then there is more movement in the direction where SDL was. You see Sitsu, a familiar face, the Reaper that Cyril had like a will they, won't they moment with in the fights. I think he was maybe even blowing kisses when you were trying to get into the the garrison. And she is going to knock an arrow, and Sitsu, you being the closest one, she's going to fire a shot with her longbow. Oof, and didn't properly plant her feet in time, and the arrow just kind of catches on her bowstring and falls well short.
You have to aim lower. I'm down here.
There is additional movement off to the southwest as a woman with a shaved head and dark eye makeup that is streaking down her face in black robes strides forward. Her hand begins to glow as Alan is within her her space here to attack. She's going to fire off a spell. Pew pew! As fire comes scorching out, missing the first. And critting on the second for 17 points of fire straight into Alan. The third, following the second almost immediately, is a nat 3, going to miss. So, hey, you know what? I'll take one crit on 3 attacks. Not so shabby. Rayfin, it is your turn as you see there are many other individuals who are moving away from the direction that you're all seemingly moving and currently located. So it's not that all of these individuals are closing in on you.
Remind me, does Mounting Fade take an action, or is that a...
So let me double check. Whoop. I think it takes half your movement, but then you take on his movement, so it doesn't really matter. So yeah, it just takes up movement to do that.
All right, then I have mounted up, and I'm going
I mount this Fade.
Let me see how I'm going to move both of these guys.
I like the idea that Fade says that every time.
Yeah. It's one of my favorite parts of this game, actually.
And a stride Fade.
Yeah, so we're gonna... This is the orcish character, right? That
yes,
over in this
this
direction?
fella right here.
Okay, good. All right, then, and there's a potential for Fade to do a charge. Is that correct?
Absolutely.
All right, I got to
As
remember
he
how to do
gallops over. So you do a hoof attack, and if it hits, then there's additional requirements. Oof!
Did not.
Fade
Did not.
So, which is it, the back or the front? I can never remember.
Nice. All right, and then we've got Rayfin. He's going to. I gotta target the right guy.
That was a lovely clicking sound, by the way. Very crisp.
Thank you. He's going to go ahead and attack. Oh, Jesus
Oh, taking notes from Fade.
What
Oh,
the
we're
hell?
out of breath. We're out of breath.
As Oathsworn just kind of catches in your scabbard, and you just get an awkward swipe out.
All right, and second attack. Come on. Jesus.
Oh my
God.
goodness. Rayfin, maybe just this moment of hesitation as you see just the sea of individuals before you, and maybe more concerned even with what are they going to do, the ones that are leaving this space.
Well, they clearly see we're not a threat now, so
anything else?
Yeah,
they might as well stick around.
we're not a threat at all. They could just.
I'm like, I finally got a good initiative roll, and then here you go. So no, that'll end my turn.
Oh yeah, that was like about 15 higher than your average on initiative at a 17.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right, then up next is Woe.
All right. I don't like this. Let's see if I can do anything.
Woe with an 18 on the shocking grasp. Absolutely hits. They're not wearing metal armor, so it's not going to get the added benefit there.
That's okay. I'm gonna take off this way though.
Okay. No reactions.
Yep.
Heyo. Gotta love it.
And then for bonus action, hey Gobblefunk.
Yeah, what's up? What are we doing?
Targeted. There we go. Can you blast him?
Hello, poo poo. Sorry. Finger. And with 27 from Gobblefunk, just out of his mouth, catches this slightly rattled orc and does another 14 points of force.
That'll be my turn.
Okay, a solid 30 points of combined damage from Woe and Gobblefunk. And up next, you see, with his handlebar mustache once again full and luxurious, is Koreg, the man who challenged you all to that fight to get into the garrison last time. He moves his 30 feet and... Ooh, actually, sorry, I forgot what weapon he favors, so he's going to move over here instead. Might be. And doesn't have a great line on C2, but sees Lyle here just out in the open and is going to rip off a heavy crossbow bolt in his direction. With a 20, he hits for 16 points of piercing as it catches Lyle just square in the thigh. But Lyle's a pretty meaty boy. He'll be all right. Oh, I forgot to make these people visible on the little combat tracker up top.
Oh, shit.
That's Koreg's turn. Enyo is up next. What's Enyo doing? Oh, does Lyle still have that? He does have that burning. Oh, why did he take that extra damage? Oh, no, he was already hurt. Never mind. I see. Okay. Enyo, what's she doing?
Enya remembers this chick that she couldn't kill last time.
Yep. She gonna keep it up?
Enya's gonna want to take a shot.
All right. Is she attack first, move later, or move first, attack second?
Attack and then run after Woe.
All right. She's gonna rip off this hand crossbow attack. Now, it's not going to be made with advantage since Samir has acted already. But it doesn't need the advantage to hit for 8 points. Is she using
With
the sneak?
Yeah.
Actually, I guess she doesn't get the sneak because she didn't have advantage on the attack.
Well,
She
she
has
has allies
CP right there.
within melee with him. Right?
Oh, sorry, I was attacking the wrong person. My bad. Okay, so in that case, let me try it again. With advantage. And yeah, 20 hits still for that. Same amount of damage. Now she gets the sneak attack. And let me double check the wording of assassinate, because yeah, just if they haven't acted, does it count as the crit? So another 13 points of sneak. Second attack comes firing in. And 22 will hit for maximum 11 points of damage. This woman is looking pretty hurt. She can take one more attack, or she can do something else with her bonus action.
I don't know what else she'd be able to do.
Pew! In the bolt comes 18 hits. Another 8 points of piercing. She's looking rather hobbled by this, as just 1, 2, 3, right across shoulder, sternum, shoulder, right above Sitsu's head, perfectly placed. Tic-tac-toe. And then Enya would move her 35 feet over in this direction. No opportunity attacks, so she is good. Lyle is up next. What's the Boy Wonder doing?
Boy Wonder is blasting like a good boy.
I like that you just went with that. No questions asked.
He gets
23 to hit.
blast,
Oof.
right?
14. Yes, he gets 2. And on the second, 21 also commanding. Ooh, and he's dealing excellent damage. And this individual is very hurt, as just bolt after bolt of force just come crashing into him.
And he's running.
And Lyle be running. Sitsu, it's your turn. 8 on initiative. That's pretty rare for Sitsu.
That's pretty low. I haven't gotten that low in a little while. I'm gonna swing it at this chick.
With advantage because of the coordinating strike, because she gave you the help action.
That is ult.
Sitsu, maybe you should try to move a little bit faster next time.
Wow, really helpful.
25 absolutely hits, 9 points of damage on death's door.
I have advantage, so that means sneak.
That sure does. All you needed was a 1 on your sneak attack. You rip through. She
scythed through her knees. Just
that memory of her up and down flashes briefly, but this time there's no doubt about it. Just lopping. What are you lopping off? That was a brutal strike.
Took out her knees. See with the
Oof.
crescent tide, just sliced.
Just like a hot knife through butter, as you see her legs are still standing there, and her at the knee, her body just slides off and down.
I was thinking she would drop down to Sitsu's height by the knee.
She drops to eye level.
That works too.
Sitsu. I don't think she'd still be. I think she'd still be above Sitsu.
Anything else you do?
I'm gonna take off and follow the rest of them. Let's see. I can run and dash.
Run so far away.
Bonus action. Thank you.
All right, then up next there is another individual to the south and west who is going to run over here and dash to attempt to cut you off, but we'll see what becomes of that. And lastly, at the bottom of the initiative is a familiar face to you, Woe. If you were looking in this direction and could see him, it is Micah. And Micah is just going to slide over here past Samir and Koreg and fire a crossbow bolt at you, Rafin. Heavy crossbow coming in. And disadvantage. Why? Do you still have blur activated? So you shouldn't still have that because the time for that would have passed.
Sure.
So let me re-roll that attack. Trying to shoot the man off the horse and missing horribly as Fade lifts up a hoof and just bats it away. No, I will protect you. Back to the top of the order. SDL's dead. It is Owlin. What's she doing?
This guy in front of her is looking pretty bad, right?
Oh yeah, super bad.
Okay, cool. She's gonna try and stab him.
So he got absolutely ganged up on, and with a 13 on the attack, she misses.
Okay, she's not gonna stab him. I can't. She does not have. Oh no, I can still. She can disengage. Yeah. Okay. She's gonna disengage and run away.
All right, then it is the orc's turn. Everybody kind of attacking and running away from him. He whips around. Fade is right there. He's going to take a swing at Fade. And a 16 hits. Fade takes just a little bit of damage as he follows through on the second one, swinging in an upward arc up at you, Rafin, and is going to hit. And no shield this time around for 12 points of bludgeoning damage as the club just catches you right in the shin. Up next then is Samir, who I'm going to run over in this direction, and she is going to...
Don't you guys have better things to do with no knights in the city?
Having fun. Like he said, it's our city now. And is going to attempt again to try to hold you, Sitsu. Burning through spell slots. And this time, even more convincingly, you shrug off this pitiful attempt of a spell.
Call that fun?
And up next is the mage who is firing off a scorching ray. She begins chanting, moving her hands around in a sphere of glowing embers that grows and grows in her hand and hurls it in the direction that all of you are congregated, casting everybody's favorite fireball.
I don't want to do it, but I'm going to counterspell.
Okay, you counterspell. You don't have to roll for it because you just have to pop it in there since it's a third level spell, so it's automatically going to work. So let me. Did it already? It's waiting for, I think, other reactions before it.
Yeah. I don't know. Unless there was another one for Lyle that I didn't get.
And it should time out eventually.
Owlins haven't been popping up.
Ooh, I just got one.
Oh, okay. So I think maybe because it was prompting all of these, we're going to undo all of that because of the counterspell. And something old, I imagine. So all of that damage goes away. A lot of damage avoided by this. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times 12, 72, 82, 88 points of damage.
So an Owlin would have taken 0 because of it.
Yeah, okay. So a little bit less than that, but a fair amount to the others. And spell fizzles, fades, countered. Rafin, you're up.
All right. Let me see who I can get here. Give me 1 second. All right. I think I'm just going to take a swipe at the guy in front of me here. Let's see if we can finish this. Oops.
I mean, if your rolls are like last turn, you can't. But
hey, stop it!
It's like anything above a 2, you're probably going to be okay.
How dare you curse him like that?
Hey, with a 24, 13 points is enough to do the job as this just towering boulder of a man crumples beneath Oathsworn.
All right, tell me, would you mind just pinging who's actually actively in this fight? Because there's a lot of
Yes,
folks.
so we've got these two, this individual, and this individual as well. So these 5 are the ones that are actively still pursuing,
All right.
as these others are all running in other directions.
So I'm gonna try hypnotic pattern.
Hypnotic pattern. They both fail the save, caught totally unaware by this spell. And for the folks at home, what happens when you fail your wisdom save against hypnotic pattern?
They effectively become incapacitated, so they're stuck there until they are either damaged or the spell ends.
It's a real son of a bitch of a spell if it is used effectively, and you've taken 2 people out of this fight. So well done.
All right, and that will end my turn. I'm good.
All right, Woe up next. You see the as you were running away, now looking back over, you see Samir and Micah are just kind of like swaying in place and then slowly just kind of like sinking to their knees, clearly afflicted by something.
All right, I'm going for the glass cannon.
You're going for yourself?
No, not
Snatch,
today.
personally.
What?
And then what? Ended.
And that is, she's going to rip off a shield, and doesn't matter, still going to hit. She doesn't know, and takes 16 points of force.
2.
Second one with a 26, you bet that's going to hit.
Oh,
for-
10 and 10, by the way. Back.
Oh, okay. I was like, no, that was 16 and 9, but that makes more sense.
I love that Woe just completely ignores
Pew.
the shields.
You're right.
Last one.
And the last one, yeah, another 26 will do it. And minimum damage there with an 8. Oh, boo. Another 10.
Oh, boo-hoo. Yeah. Another
All right, 30 feet moved. A whole turn worth of movement. Love it.
Are you? Oh, you're over here. Oh, Gobblefunk, where do you want to?
I mean, that. Gotta just take a quick snack on this big brisket of a boy.
No, I need you to blast some ass for me real quick.
Oh, you know I love blasting ass and crotch and tooth and anything.
Good job. Good job.
You know,
my boy.
well, I feel like maybe you're a good teacher or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Right?
Don't get a big head about it or whatever. As Koreg takes a blast from Gobblefunk's sweet little mouth.
This is buildings right here.
Yes.
Okay.
So you like butting up against a porch with an awning and sliding around.
Shoop.
Shoop.
That's where I'm going.
Koreg is up next, sees his comrades in a stupor, kind of surveys the area. Well, fuck. Is just going to dash away. Gets 30 feet, and is just going to keep on trucking another 30 feet. That's Koreg's turn. Enyo is up. What is she doing?
We've got one active enemy at this point, right?
You have one that is running away, one that was pushed away almost to obscurity, and the one right in front of Woe's ping.
I thought that was the one that was pushed.
The one that was pushed is down here.
Okay. Oh, okay. I guess maybe Anya would try to clear our path. The one over in front of Woe. That's the one active, right?
Okay. She is going to take her first shot. Pew! And will hit. 8 points of piercing. A second shot. follows the first for just enough to hit, well, more than enough to hit actually with a 17 for another 9 points, and last of the crossbow attacks. Not great rolls, but you know what? Doesn't need to be that great. 9 points of piercing, so a pretty consistent output of damage there with 26 points from Enyo.
And then just
Not a
keep
drop of
running
sneak to be
forward.
found, though.
Just keep running towards where we're going, I guess.
All right. Then up next we have Lyle. Been a while, Lyle.
Been a while, Lyle. He's gonna continue with the path clearing as well.
Clearing the path.
Clearing the path. Blasting the ass.
Oh, he blasts the ass hard with a 27.
Nice.
An excellent damage roll there with a 13. And follows it up with a 21 on the attack roll. Another, minimum damage this time, only 5 points of force. This guy is looking hurt, but still standing.
Take his movement, and that'll be his turn.
I have to sneeze, but C2, it's your turn.
Okay.
It's not.
Let's see. Let's see. C2's gonna run up. I can dash and run up here.
Okay, why
And I'm
not?
gonna- why not? And I'm gonna take a swipe.
You take a swipe.
E.
You swipe front to back. 11 points of slashing damage.
What?
I don't know.
Because look.
This is
you
so nasty.
If you're gonna be blasting this much ass, you gotta.
C2 has to like flicker.
God damn.
Against all odds, he is still standing.
I'm just gonna keep I'm gonna go around him with the rest of my movement.
Okay.
Get on his
Just slip behind. It is his turn. He takes a deep breath. For Alistair. And is going to just turn around since you're right there, Sitsu. And having steadied himself, he's going to take a swipe with his rapier. It'll be at advantage. And, didn't need it anyway. It's going to hit. For 12 points of piercing, in addition to 13 points on the sneak, since you had advantage on the attack. But you know what,
Does
C2,
the
you're
dodge,
okay.
The dodge includes the sneak damage as well.
Yeah,
Okay, so
yeah. So that's why you
That's
took
one and
6
then-
points.
cool. It just
Oh,
prompted
it
it. Twice,
didn't.
Is why I was
Okay, let me give you back a little bit on that second because I should have given you 80.
6, so 12. Total damage.
85. All right, so not much damage done, but he seems pretty resigned to the fact that he's not making it out of this. Not a chance. Alan's up next. What is she doing?
Oh, she's gonna walk up right behind him and do her breath weapon.
Okay.
How far away is that for? I'm trying not to put her in a tree. Okay, there's the trees. Okay, she'll walk like this space next to him and angle
Okay.
it so it doesn't hit C2.
Prove it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Ooh. New York City mayor just indicted on federal charges. Oh, the corruption. He should be in Martyria. Let's see. It didn't
Oh, I rolled
prompt him
wrong.
to save, so it's fine. So that's a dex
Because I
save.
can't place things.
It's fine. Placing stuff's hard. He's definitely going to save, but 8 points is still enough to do it. He was almost dead as it was. And in this just shocking burst, he falls in a smoking, blackened husk.
Thank you.
Right, it is Samir's turn, but she is unable to do anything. The mage that was pushed out of the way, does she have anything that she can do last ditch here? She is just going to Misty Step. Had to have someone targeted, so that's fine. And that will move her over here, and then just continues to run.
Run away?
Run away.
Pussy.
Or smart. Rafen, your turn.
It's going, right?
All right. So there's nobody else actually active, right? We just have these two that are incapacitated.
Yep.
Cool, let's just
All right.
get out of here.
Well, I'm going to actually go and bind their hands.
Okay.
So
So what are you doing to bind their hands?
I am taking out a short piece of rope, and I am carefully binding their hands so as not
Okay.
to shake them.
All right. So as not to shake them. Smart.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, you're certainly able to do so. And since if we're taking the time for you to bind some hands, then that would give these two time to fully escape. Are you all allowing that, or are you?
Yeah, we don't. I don't care.
Okay.
Yeah, that's fine. But while they're doing it, I want to go look at the body that the Herald dropped next to me.
Yeah. So we are no longer in combat.
All right. Then I'm going to slit the throats of these two.
Of the ones that are bound.
Yep.
Oh, brutal.
Escalated so quick. I thought he was
Rafen,
just,
roll
like,
a
nicely-
morality check. No, just kidding.
Oh, what's
Yeah,
your
you-
alignment?
I am all vengeance now, baby.
You guys have alignments?
Right. You heard it here first. Alignments are stupid.
Oh.
I stand by that statement.
Oh.
So yeah, you bind their hands. They're still in an utter daze from this hypnotic pattern, just sitting there on the ground, hands bound, and then quick. I'm imagining it's quick. I don't know. You tell me, Rafen.
It's quick.
Okay.
I'm
Why
not
don't you
cool,
dress
they-
them up
I'm just
before you do
vengeful.
it?
There's just that brief moments when, as like the blade starts to draw across their throats, that the effect of the spell begins to lift, and you just see that moment of surprise in their eyes, one after the other, and then it's extinguished as the blood streams down.
They were going to die one way or another. Right?
Are we ready to go?
I want to
well, I'm
see
gonna-
what is up with
Yeah, man, everybody dies, so just do whatever you want.
Just
I'm going to just search through some of these bodies while we're kind of still lingering here.
Yeah, absolutely. So there's, considering that these are people that were, summoned here onto the street, they've got like a little bit of kit on them, but not much in the way of, definitely nothing magical beyond packets of frost, or you see some other like mundane drugs. There's a little green pungent package of something on Samir, as well as something that maybe is new to you, Rafen, but on Micah you see two wide bottled, stoppered red liquids.
All right, I'll go ahead and collect what I can. I'll put it in my bag and we'll...
you'll go ahead and chug those.
Just real quick.
Everyone else would certainly recognize that as Chrono.
Oh,
you
that's
gotta
a
call-
health potion, Rafe.
Yeah.
Oh my god, whoa.
Bruh, just think of Papa on drugs. How cool he would be.
Oh, Papa on drugs. And there's also on the gathered individuals a combined, let's see, 25 gold pieces.
All right.
This the body that the Herald drops.
Yes.
Do we know? Do I recognize it?
So I mean, very clearly it's a Knight of Juris, or was a Knight of Juris. By doing a quick scan of their uniform, they have no patches. This looks like it must be a cadet, and a very young, fresh face. Roll an insight check.
Guide myself.
Yeah, if you had to age this dwarf, you'd say he's like maybe in his early 20s, maybe.
Does he have anything on his person, like checking his pockets or anything?
He does have a scroll in his front left like breast pocket. And anything you want to do with that?
I would like to look at it.
It is a brief memorandum from the leadership of the Knights of Juris that is dated from earlier today. That is the simple command to steer clear of Obsidian Street this evening.
Oh no.
Remember last time they were like,
Yeah.
stay away from,
Uh-huh. Oh god.
But beyond that, there is a key.
I'll take the key.
Yeah, just a simple brass key.
I will take both of those things with me. Poor guy.
Oh, I forgot. There's one final thing that you find. There's a little just pocketbook, and you see there's a lot of like scribbling on it and things crossed out. You see like a lot of setups to jokes and then really bad punchlines that are just like, nah, does this work? But very, very bad all the way around.
I'll leave that one with him. I have a retconning question because I forgot I can do this.
Okay.
Could I have collected the lady whose knees I sliced off's soul when she died?
Yeah, I mean, it's because it's. How long does that last? Like, what's the time limit that you have to do that?
I have too many features. You stop doing things.
Stop getting features.
Tokens.
So yeah, it's a reaction. Yeah, you're fine. I don't think you had used your reaction, so you can certainly do so.
I will. I want her soul.
Okay. So you now have I think this is actually you now have 4 because you have Alistair's, Falco's, Kendra's, and
Oh, yeah.
and
This is my 4th.
this woman's. Yep. So you are stocked up
Full
on
up
tokens.
on souls. Cool.
I'm gonna do a little healing here. Little lay hands.
A little healing, you say?
Yeah.
Okay, 23 points. Oh, healing.
It didn't actually apply it though.
Weird.
It made such a good dice noise.
It did, I know.
Throw
I know.
any dice.
That's frustrating because when I tested it, it worked just fine. Okay, but you're back up to full health.
All right, wonderful.
And let's get the fuck out of here now, guys.
let's fucking go.
Let's go.
Let's go. So we're heading.
Yes, that's
we're
what
heading
I've been saying this
west
whole
here?
time. Is let's just go.
I'm assuming the map cuts off there.
Yeah, so we'll just pop it back to our Theatre of the Mind map. And so you continue west, heading in the direction of the Oraculum. That would put you through Guild Central, and specifically where you are on the map, that would bring you in closest to proximity to. Let me double check. I don't want to give you bad information. So that would kind of put you past the Arts College and the Society of Librarians, and just heading further west eventually, or in the Hero Academy. Make perception checks as you're just moving across Guild Central here. Okay. Yeah, from now on, if we're doing perception checks, like active ones, we'll just worry about the players instead of sidekicks too. So, Woe, just preoccupied with whatever you're preoccupied with.
Gazing into Lyle's eyes.
She's looking at Lyle.
Oh,
His
gross.
ass.
She's running behind him, and
You know he's got cake. Rafin, you would notice that the knights certainly have no presence on the street, but like sporadically you're hearing little shrieks or a little bit of tumult as like something crashes. Most of it faints and not like some big massive wave of unadulterated chaos, but you hear signs of that group of individuals heeding the Herald's call. Situ, you would notice two things of note. One, in the distance, you see that there is a fire that is burning somewhere to the south, and in addition to that, as you pass by the Hero Academy, which is more or less an adventurers guild, workers for hire, mercenaries, you see that the gate that surrounds their campus has been closed, and members are standing along their like guard posts with heavy crossbows aimed. They clearly must have got some sort of message or just saw what was happening and locked down. But no one is directly engaging you all as you move across.
Would it be a safe assumption that the fire is coming from the direction of the Knight's Hall?
The general direction, yeah, for sure.
We keep
You keep moving. Okay. You would be able to work your way then over into South Side. And the South Side is always a curious place with people out and about at all hours of the day in more often than not poor states of health and sanity. And a young woman comes up to Lyle and starts like clutching at the lapels of his jacket and says, "Just two gold, sweetie. Just 2 gold, and I'll do anything you want. You want to have some fun? Just 2 gold. That's all I need." And Lyle's like, thank you. I'm flattered, but no, thank you.
Gobble funk.
One gold.
You have that money you won.
Yeah, and I'm gonna turn it into more money. I'm not throwing it down the drain. And this is nothing atypical here in Southside, especially at this time of night. And you were able to make your way to the Oraculum. Well, let's roll a d20 to see if there's any extracurricular nonsense happen. Whoa, you hear in the distance someone saying, we got blue caps, special deal blue caps, 2 for 1. That's right, 2 for 1. Come get your blue caps.
Oh no.
And you see that as this starts echoing out, first one, then another, then 3 individuals come rushing from their hovels and alleyways toward the sound of this voice. And then it's a 4th and a 5th, and soon a small crowd has gathered at the sound of this barker.
Did we continue on, guys, or do you wanna?
I mean, do you want to buy drugs?
I
think we continue on.
Yeah, I got so many drugs already. That's good.
And continuing to the Oraculum would bring you close enough that you'd be able to see where you are what the source of this is. And yeah, Sitsu, you're absolutely right. There is a kiosk that has been set up, just a quick cart, and very openly, brazenly, you have an individual that is slinging packets of frost, and the citizens of Southside are eating it up. And you approach the oraculum in the distance, leaving that tumult behind you. You see it's a humble building, as you remember it last time you were here. Enyo says, "Can y'all remind me what are we doing here? Like, what's our purpose of coming into a church?"
Self-insert from the DM.
No, because Enyo wasn't here the last time, so she doesn't know what's up at this place.
It's got the same. It's got the bigger version of what we saw in the ruins,
We want to see if we can set it up to use it as a nuke.
or something
Oh, well, yeah.
similar.
Maybe something
yes.
good.
Yeah, let's just drop a bomb. Let's just be like the Herald. That's cool.
No, I mean, we would drop the bomb on the Herald.
Or it does. It might not be a bomb. It could be something else. It could give
We
us
could
a
talk.
way
We
to-
could become gods.
I swear, I just don't get y'all sometimes. But okay,
Are-
whatever. Lead the way.
Is Enyo Southern?
Yeah.
Did I hear a little twang?
She is now.
Ruby has the slightest little twang.
Ruby is Southern, so now Enyo is Southern.
It just sounded funny coming from Nick.
We need to talk to Enyo more.
Wait, no, Enyo, tell us your life story really quick.
Hold on, Enyo. What
Okay,
are your
so
romantic intentions towards the Herald?
I don't like this game anymore. I'm just gonna I'm gonna hang out for a second.
No,
You all go.
You're not allowed
Nope.
to wander
Mm,
out.
Get the
I'm not
leash.
well
Get the
I'm not
leash.
well enough. I'm just gonna stand right outside. I'm just gonna stand right outside the door.
We knock on the
Real.
door. Or is
Have
it
so
open?
much focus.
The door is very much closed.
Ruby is here,
Um,
by the way. Nick,
Ruby's
watching your impersonation.
The number of times that I've heard Ruby as Enyo go, nope, nope, nope. And so, yeah, the door is closed. You knock, and there is a bit of movement inside, and a short while after the door opens, and you see Seraphis.
Can we come inside?
Yes, I've talked with my comrades, and they're happy to let you investigate whatever it is you need here, as long as you are not intending to bring destruction.
Yeah, that we would never do that type of thing.
This is a very old
Mhm.
device, the Ori, and it would be a shame if something were to happen to it. That's what they want me to communicate to you all, so just be careful.
No, we have
We
no intention.
so
of
respectful.
hurting it.
We're always
Okay.
so respectful when we go to temples.
The doors open and permit you access. You see inside, behind Seraphis, climbing down from that central little turret in the middle of the orrery, has just these large gyroscopic rings with various arms that have smaller spheres atop them. She is this wizened old woman with the enormous glasses and long chin hairs, and she's just slowly climbing down.
I help
Yeah.
her climb down.
I've been doing this for 80 years, and I don't need your help.
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, and children these days and getting fresh, and they don't know nothing about nothing.
I elbow Raven to help. I set him up on a date.
Nice.
Oh, no.
It's her fault. Look what she's wearing.
Martyria is just
Jeez.
Woe's dating sim.
Absolutely, that's all. That could work. That could work. They're both
Oh,
old.
no. That's the only criteria. They're both old.
Nice. Nice.
Just I want you to recognize this. If you break it, then I'm gonna break you.
I was gonna say, do we buy it? Because we got a lot of money.
Kind of. I believe
This is
that.
priceless.
Do you have any advice for us on as someone practiced in using this thing?
Yeah, strap in so you don't fall.
Oh, that's what you mean.
That is really good advice, thank you.
Keep your patience. Yeah, they're young and they're dumb and they don't know what they're saying. And she's just mumbling to herself as she just kind of walks into a back through a door in the back of the room and disappears.
What does it
Serapha
say?
says, is there anything you need from me? Do you want me to stay?
Is he the only other one in the
Yeah.
room?
Yes.
You should maybe find somewhere safe because the city got a lot more dangerous tonight
The Herald just eliminated all the knights
and told the Syndicate and Reapers to have fun.
and eliminated
Wait.
the heads of both the Syndicate and Reapers
This all happened like on our way here.
5 minutes ago.
Eliminated the knights. What does that mean?
They're gone. Well,
How-
we don't know.
how
We
would-
don't know if they're all dead, but there are no knights in Martyria
A
right
decent amount of them that are probably dead.
Gods.
now. So
Well-
honestly, if you have a way of going, like maybe the sewers or something,
Or maybe take Les Chauffines.
yeah.
The mountain might be safer right now.
Oh, maybe not.
I have to first warn the
Yes.
Heptarchy, and then
Well,
yes, we will leave.
there's.
So
Oh,
Yes.
I think that they know.
What do you mean?
It just kind of looks at Woe for help.
I didn't know. I am among them.
okay.
Well, so the Heptarchy knows now.
What do you? I'm lost. You. What do you mean? How does the Heptarchy know?
But we just told you, right?
Oh, so you're saying you tell me, and so I relay the message.
Yeah.
I don't.
That was my plan. That was what
Okay.
I don't know how you would even possibly do that. So, yes. Okay. Well, shit. I will be in contact, I suppose. And in a rare moment of being flustered, you see Seraphis exits the oraculum and leaves you all alone. And this would be a good point for us to take our break at the hour mark.
Yes.
So, you know what,
Okay.
stream?
We'll be back
We'll be back
soon.
soon. Sit tight.
Yeah.
Get a drink. Go to the bathroom.
Piss,
Call up your friends. Call up your mom. Tell them to come watch.
caffeine, nicotine, go.
Yeah. Be back. And we're back. We think.
Here, maybe.
What's up?
We might have some technical difficulties.
So we just have to relog
We
into
don't know.
Foundry. It'll take us just a moment.
That's
which
okay.
is
You get
funny
to listen to
because-
us bullshit for a while.
What are you guys up
Yeah.
to tonight?
Nick, what
How's
was
your
your
life?
favorite
How's your life?
change that you found in our run through of the?
I
new
think we're
players
gonna
handbook?
lose. I think we're gonna lose mics here for just a second. So
Oh no, my favorite change was
And we're back.
oops,
Maybe.
full Foundry. All right, we're back.
yeah, tech problems be damned. So, like I was saying, I think so far in what I've looked at, and you touched on this some, I think one of the biggest improvements has been for the monk with a lot of their their base abilities, like being able to use a version of Step of the Wind and a version of Patient Defense without using a key point, I think is beautiful, because you want to use those for your big hitting things like your stunning strikes and your flurry of blows. So
No more key,
Here,
only focus.
yeah, focus key. I guess they wanted to divorce it from the idea that it's like specifically an Eastern martial artist, that it's now just like anybody with,
Just martial arts.
yeah. They're like, we want more Conor McGregors in this world and fewer.
Fuck yeah.
That's Wizards of the Coast for you. Who's to say, right? So a lot of stuff. I could spend hours talking about it, but anywho. So you are inside the Oraculum. You are now left to your own devices with this large device that, at least cosmetically, looks pretty similar to the device that you found in the ruins of Ankir, where you placed an Arcanex, prayed to Maven to death, and received a blessing.
Does
I
it
definitely want to like climb up into the chair
does
the
it
lady was in.
look like there is another slot within this, or does it look like there's a possibility that it could hold, I don't know, something that's like 10 feet wide?
So C2, as you scramble up this central tower where the seat of this old lady was occupying, you see that very clearly there is a seat atop this, where there is on the left there is almost like a lap bar that looks like you just kind of put over off to the right to keep
She
yourself
wasn't
inside.
kidding about
I'm
strapping
sorry.
in, guys.
You have to be this tall to ride this ride. I'm sorry.
Yeah, it goes up to your neck.
Standing
And
in front of the lap bar.
it makes sense, because when you were here last time, you saw the in action, and as she was operating this device with this complicated series of levers and little hand cranks, the whole device rotated each of these rings, as well as this central seat would spin with it. And so, as far as putting a 10-foot wide object, you could maybe fit it on this seat, but there's no like, here's a little cup that's 10 feet wide in the center of it, which is more or less what you saw to scale in the small version of this sort of thing. So it's not exactly the same.
Can I, okay, looking at it, like, can I start looking to see if there's any, like, symbols I recognize? Anything in this,
Mhm.
like...
Sure. Yeah, go ahead and roll a history check.
Cool. I need to guide myself for that.
So, you don't remember what language this is, but you do recognize on one of the hand cranks that there is a symbol that you know corresponds with the moon. It's not as simple as just like a crescent or a half or a full moon, but it's something that just stands out in your mind. This means moon. But beyond that, you see that there are some sort of like runes or glyphs that are appear periodically, but it looks old.
Lyle, can you read old writing?
I mean, yeah, like I can
What does that
comprehend
say? And I point at one of
things. Oh, this is hold on, give me a second. Actually, gonna have to tap into my reserves here.
Goes back to like
Just hold up. And he is going to cast comprehend languages. And he starts touching each of these glyphs, and he says, this one says Thariel, which I'm gathering is a comet. Oh, no, it's not a comet. It's a star. And this one is Yogwe, and it's a moon. And he begins listing off various celestial bodies with various names. There's 6 moons that are listed. There are a dozen stars and 3 comets. Does any of that mean anything to anybody?
well, there's 21 different symbols.
Oh shit. Yeah, all right. See, you know your maths. Ooh, did someone just say something? Because it sounded very quiet.
You're very, very quiet now.
And then a door was very, very loud.
You've been fine all game.
Yeah,
You sound good
now.
now.
You're back. Yeah, now you're back.
So what is it that you said, C2?
I just said basic arithmetic. I got you.
I mean, you'd be surprised. A lot of people in Martyria can't even do that. So, I mean, you got a lot of people beat.
Okay.
Should we just start, like, cranking?
What do we
You know.
need to look at?
Was that
Correct.
Gobble or Lyle?
That's Lyle.
Situ like leans away from him.
Let the cranking
whoa.
begin.
I thought I made a joke.
So proud of you.
Yeah. Not just eye candy. You told me that I'm very pretty the other day.
And
Today.
you're so smart and you're
So
so funny.
Roll deception.
Nice.
Out of 30.
It's like I know that, but it's just nice to hear you say it out loud. Words of affirmation, I think, are like maybe my number one love language, and I think it's important that we state those things directly. So yep, that's it.
There's just behind him as he's looking at the woe, and she's just talking the woe in her head of like, oh my god, what did you do to him?
I'm a witch, baby.
I missed
A witch baby.
Okay.
Magic.
God damn it. We're trying to save the world, guys.
Let's turn this thing into.
Let's. Why? This whole time you've been trying to not do that. Why did you suddenly switch?
All right.
Okay.
We gotta look at stuff. What do we want to
Can
look
I
at?
look at the handles or like whatever she
Mhm.
was turning to operate it and see if it looks like, is there like an obvious like, oh, here's a pulley and there's a chain coming, like start
Yeah,
looking at the
like, it's-
mechanisms?
It looks complicated, but as you're kind of tracing the patterns of things, you get an idea of like, okay, I think this might control this, and this might affect that. But it would just take some experimentation to get things moving in the way that you would want them.
So the top of this temple is open, correct?
So there is a very tall glass ceiling that looks up to the night sky. Yes.
Is there any like additional like markings on the walls or anything like that? That like
Well, as you're looking up at the ceiling, you see that this glass paneled ceiling is divided into 21 panes
okay.
that all converge at a point in the center.
Okay, is there any indication on the ceiling with like any sort of matching things we could look for?
The ceiling is just glass,
Just
and
glass
the
and the lines? Okay.
and you can just see where the panes of glass meet up, and then the night sky beyond.
Okay. Oh, and this is so it's the rings, right? It's the interconnected rings. Does it look like they could spin in such a way as to line up with the lines between the panes?
Certainly.
Or the lever.
I'm gonna start pulling levers.
Start cranking. Start cranking.
I'm gonna start cranking. I'm going to listen
you
to
crank
the
really
lady.
weird.
How hard you cranking?
I'm gonna listen to the lady and strap on. It's important to remember.
Well,
to
strap on crank.
before you
Lyle
crank.
just goes flying off as she starts spinning it around.
I'll let him get down.
It's like, see if I can get 8 seconds as he goes soaring. And so
Gobble
C2,
forward.
as you start moving various cranks, you see very slowly some of these rings begin moving. Other cranks move not entire rings, but arms that branch off from these rings. It's a complicated mass of just moving parts. But as you continue to experiment with it, you're able to figure out what controls what, and if you wanted to align all of the rings with panes of glass, you would certainly be able to do so.
Nick, do I notice any magic aura or anything emanating off of this?
Throughout this whole space, the window panes seem to be mundane, but the contraption itself is absolutely magical. It has just got a soft pulse of divination magic.
Is there any sort of like slot in the center, like on the original or the little mini one that we saw?
The closest thing to that would be the seat that you're currently in. Yeah.
Okay.
And you remember that you were told that they use this device to track the movement of celestial bodies in the night sky, and to predict their movements over time.
I'm not sure if it's like fully domed and we can kind of see. Can we see that like halo that was around the city?
You can see parts of it, yeah.
Okay.
You have a narrow view of the sky from here, compared to the entirety of the city and beyond.
I'm gonna try and looking up because I don't remember what time of day it is currently.
It is nighttime, so
It is
it's
nighttime. Okay.
at this point probably like 10 o'clock at night.
if I start looking up at the sky and start working on aligning the rings with the panes,
Okay.
can I see anything? Like, is there, like, you go outside, you look up, you can see where Mars is, you can see where Jupiter is.
Certainly.
Is there anything like that I could match with the bodies on the rings?
So as you continue to move these rings and the arms attached to them with various spheres of different sizes and colors, there's a moment where one clicks into the center of a panel, and as you look up, you see it corresponds with a very distant but slightly brighter star or ball of light in the night sky, and you think, well, maybe that is this, whatever this celestial body is meant to represent. And Lyle says, "Oh, that's the a star. Remember that was one of the stars. That is Gilwa. Gilwa, a star.
Is that the name of the star, or is that the word for star?
Oh, yeah. I think it might just be the word for star.
You said Theriel was star earlier. Is that another name for
Well,
star?
shit, you're right. Then, okay, so here's, I think, the problem is I think that
You can't
maybe...
read this language?
No. It's that if we translate things literally, then we get a lot of things that are the same word for the different words for the same thing.
Okay.
Like how you might see that lake and the people tell you that it's called Chad, and you say, "Oh, so that's Lake Chad," which means lake.
So,
So that's star.
Can you figuratively translate to this then, or no? You just know like the literal meanings of these words. Okay.
I mean, I've got the literal meaning, but also like the sound of the word. So
Okay. Do any of these like sound? Is this like a folklore thing? Do you know like?
I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, this is new to me.
Yeah, same.
I feel like
Shit, but
kind of
you're
out of my
supposed to be the
depth.
one that knows all the old stuff. Okay.
I know like how to draw eaves and columns and corners and statues, but
Okay, so but art like architecture and stuff. Is there? I don't know.
keep fucking with it.
I'm gonna
Are-
continue fucking with it. I'm
there
I'm
any
trying
like
to like come up with
plaques
ideas
or
for future
anything
things.
around the temple, like on the inside walls?
You see that there are it's very sparsely decorated in here. There are a few like storage cabinets along these curved walls. There's that door that the old woman went through. But you do see that there is on the wall before it turns to glass. There is a tapestry that must be Althinius. It looks similar to the tokens that you were given. It's got a wizened old man with arms outstretched. But then on the opposite side of the room, on a second tapestry, you see like a young, kind of coquettish-looking woman with the curly, voluminous hair that is like turned to the side in sort of like a bashful way, which in stark contrast to this image of what you assume is Althinius, or what you were told is Althinius.
Do I recognize her at all?
Roll a religion check.
Oh no. I'm so good at that.
Yeah, you absolutely are.
It's got to be a god, but you couldn't say which one.
Hey, what god is the pretty shy one? P2.
I don't know.
Is that your old god or your new god?
I mean, I'm assuming it doesn't look like a depiction of Maven that I've seen.
No, it's just this, demure young woman.
Okay, I'll look at my notes.
I mean, maybe it's like two different sides of Aldenius.
Sitsu, as you say that, roll a religion check with advantage.
Oh, cool. I like bullshitting my way into answers. Did I got? Oh, it didn't. I held Alt so hard.
You got a 20. You're good. As you are thinking about it, you don't know where you heard this. Maybe it was in skimming through a book in a library in your youth. Maybe it was something that some cockamamie that Fremen told you, or who knows what. But you have this distinct impression that Ulthinius is malleable, that being the god of time and fate and death, at least in the Martyrian tradition, that takes various forms depending on who one might ask.
No, I think it is. I think it is Aldenius still. I think that's still the same person. There's the different, like...
Do you think if you spin that thing fast enough, you become an old man or a young girl?
I look down. I think I am already a young girl.
All right, let's spin it.
You get in here first, then.
Yeah. Come to the old side.
Can I... I'm continuing. I want to continue fucking with the levers to try and line up the things as we're talking about.
Okay, roll an investigation check to just see, kind of by sheer dumb luck, are you gonna stumble into anything?
I'm gonna guide myself. Oof, that's not a good roll.
Yeah, Sitsu, it's like you're cranking away, you're pulling away, you're tugging, you're jerking, you're doing all the things. But it's just an incomprehensible mass of machinery.
I like
He's not good with that.
3 of the levers,
Is like so unknown and unknowable seemingly that that's like the oraculum, they've studied this for centuries, and it doesn't seem like they probably even fully understand this machine.
I don't know, guys. I don't think it's lining up. I can't reach those two, and someone else want to try this?
I can jump up there. I'd love to be an old man.
Hey, well, I bet we could both fit up here and we could both work on this.
Do you want to sit on my lap?
I'm pretty small.
I'm gonna climb up and strap Sitsu to my lap.
Love it.
Does the seat stay seated, or does it also spin like upside down? Because I'm picking up like a gyroscope.
Carnival ride?
Oh yeah, it's
Oh,
absolutely like up and down around gyroscope.
Yeah.
Hence the lap bar.
Good.
And so yeah, as the two of you are simultaneously cranking it,
Yeah.
go ahead and one of you roll.
Going.
Yeah, one of you roll investigation with advantage here.
Can I do it?
Yeah, can I? I can't guide her right now, can I?
You can guide me. Why is it not giving me advantage?
It didn't give you advantage.
I pressed Alt.
I don't know, it hates you.
Ooh, that's
Okay.
bad.
The 14. You're moving it. Rafin, what are you doing while this is happening?
So I think I'm actually going to try using Erudition to cast Innovate, or to use
Okay.
Innovate to cast Identify on the device.
Okay. So you're casting a spell that you don't know using your rod, your shaft. So
I'm gonna crank my shaft.
Cranking.
It's
So,
6
in-
hands cranking at once.
so you are tapping into the raw magic of Halsa, the divine hand, the great teacher
The
here,
divine hands.
and
We need the divine hand.
hand on shafts. And so this is something you've never done. Go ahead and roll a charisma check. You're trying to get identify as a first level spell?
It is a first level spell. Yeah.
So you need a 16 or better on this charisma check.
No.
Oh, a 12. So you channel your magical focus into the shaft. You feel the magic beginning to take root, and it seems as if as you cast it in the direction, or as you're touching this device, that it just rebukes the attempts.
Is there something I need to do, by the way, to decrement the charge here on this?
Yes, since it does like different, we'll just mark one down from the.
Did that do it? Might have done it.
Looks like I'm showing 2 out of 3 charges.
Right.
So
yeah, we're good.
And then, did you mark off a spell slot?
That I did not do.
All right, that's the only way to do that is manual, since you could be casting at whoever knows what spell level. But as you're doing this and you're expecting to see something happen, some secret illuminate itself, while Woe and Sitsu are spinning around upside down, cranking away. There's a brief moment, Rafin, while they are operating, that on one of the panes of glass, you see stars burn brighter for just a moment, and it looks like it's perhaps in some sort of pattern or constellation.
All right, I'm going to call up to Woe and Sitsu. Whoa, go back to where you were. Go back.
Like freeze exactly where we were.
Yeah, go, whatever you just did, go back and try it again.
And as you reverse,
Okay.
and Rafin, you would see again that constellation appears on the. If you're looking at the ceiling above you as a clock, it's at like 7:30, and it lights up, filling this pane of glass.
And is that something that
we
Woe
have
and
to, like,
Sitsu
match
also
it. Is
see
it
from
one
their
that-
perspective?
From their perspective, they're not seeing anything.
Does it look
It
like
just
one
looks
of
the same.
Stars on one of the rings?
Rafin, as you look at this constellation, it is tough because constellations, they don't really look like what they look like, right? But you can connect the dots. You see the pattern. Roll straight up intelligence. Can you figure out what this is?
Come
I'm
on,
the
our
wrong
party
guy.
struggles so bad with intelligence.
Could we argue
Y'all
for
dumb.
wisdom?
Or wisdom, sure.
Could Lyle be helping him?
So what's Lyle's still brushing
Lyle's
off his
super
skimmed
smart.
knee from when
So-
you all
Can I
yeeted him.
suggest, Woe, can you look through Gobble's eyes while he's down here?
Yeah, I guess.
So that you can see what I see?
What do you want? An intelligence check?
See what
So
I
Gobblefunk sees what Sitsu and Woe sees.
Oh,
You,
very
Rafin,
special.
are
okay.
seeing something
Special.
else.
Okay, I got you. All right, so I'm going to describe what I'm seeing here in the specific pane, and I'm going to try to describe the pattern.
So if
that
you
I'm seeing.
squint, it's got the one dot, and then if you go from the left.
Well, if it's
there,
the
you
one
can
that we're
see-
selected on, right? Because they all have different names, or no?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So what one are we on?
So what one are you on in terms of like what do you mean by which one you
I
are
thought you
on?
said like
Aligned
Lyle
something.
said, like
we
there were
aligned
names.
something, and it made it made him see the constellation.
And that's with all of the gears in a precise orientation, everything lined up
window-
just so.
The window
And
that
so-
the constellation's on, is there one lined up under it?
There's one on the left and one on the right, and then there is in the very center of this, there is one of those arms with a free rotating body. And on that, you see the name Yagwe.
Wait, the moon.
It's one of the moons, yes. And Rafin, you're describing this. If you had to pick what it most closely looks like, you would say it looks like a broom.
Okay. A broom.
A broom with your check of 11.
Is that a chain cat of nine tails?
Could it also possibly look like a cat of nine tails?
Rafin, are you sharing what you're seeing?
I am being as descriptive as I possibly can. Yep.
And so, with that description, yeah, maybe it is a chains cat of nine tails. That's kind of broom-like.
The two pieces that are on the edges, right? Because there's the two and then the moon in the middle. What's on the two bars or rings that are on the left and the right?
You see Cetus, which he told you was a star, and Dalim, which was a comet.
Did the old lady leave completely?
Yes, I think so.
She's like still in the building, presumably.
Cetus and Dalim.
Can
Guys, we're solving a puzzle in a different language that we can't see.
Lyle, can you go get the old lady?
Yeah, I got the wind knocked out of me, but I'm gonna be okay. Thanks for checking.
You're still pretty.
Yep.
You didn't hit your face.
And smart too, right?
Yeah, so smart.
He goes, knocks on the door, and slips inside, and comes back a few moments later. Says, "She agrees. I am pretty," and brings the old lady out.
What a
She
flirt.
says, what can I do for you? You seem confused."
What's this constellation?
Constellation. And what are you pointing to?
Or the moon, right? What we're on.
Rafin, tell them
And-
what you're seeing also.
Yeah, so I'll describe what I'm seeing in that window pane.
Oh, you're a learned man. You know your cosmos.
Clearly.
Oh well, if I were 50 years younger.
Yeah, she has Lyle and Rafin. Yeah,
Volumen.
Let's bookend her.
And she proceeds to tell you what she knows about the various celestial bodies that they're able to track with this. And as you continue to move around these gears, and Rafin pointing out when something seems to trigger something that lights up in the night sky for you, you're able to the best of what you imagine is to identify with what you associate with each of the 21 forebears with these constellations. And give me one last group intelligence check to see. Really, this is more of a luck check than anything.
Can we add them all together?
Intelligence.
Let's
or
just.
investigation?
Honestly, this is just going to be a straight up luck check. Can you pull off an absolute Hail Mary here? So
Can
everybody
I
just
ask,
roll
before we
a
do that,
d20.
Was there ever an occurrence where two of these constellations showed at the same time?
There has not been up to this point, but maybe there will be if you do well on this.
D20,
Just
no
straight
modifiers.
D20s, and if combined you get 30 or
For
better.
fuck's sake.
Why?
Can I guide myself?
As this is just straight up luck, I'm gonna say no. Oh,
Hey!
you need a 5 or better, Smash.
Oh, don't put this on me.
Halfling luck came through.
Okay.
Hey!
Rafin, as they continue to move in accordance with what this woman is telling them, you see suddenly everything begins to light up at once. as 21 constellations in each of the 21 panes of glass burn bright, and you're able to stop them just in time to keep that image in your mind, and you see all of them at once.
Didn't think we'd get this far.
I don't know where we are.
I didn't know what to do. I didn't think we'd get this far.
C2, roll a wisdom save.
Oh, sure.
So knowing that this woman also, I guess, understands the constellations, can we get any information from her about what does it mean when we have them all aligned?
What do you mean have them all aligned? That's impossible.
Well, it's look up. Can you see them?
Well, I can... No. What do you... Shut up, you're stupid. And you can see that, like, she is, like, looking very perplexed at up and you all. She's like, what did you do? And Sitsu, all the while, you feel this just sensation of something. Like you're close to something, like you could almost reach out and grab it.
Sorry.
I'm sorry, I didn't do anything. I didn't do anything.
I
It's
made
you.
eye contact with Woe through the stream, and that was a problem.
Through the stream. Contact through the
Can
stream.
I pull out the hourglass?
Sure.
Well, you want to pull out. Sorry.
This is our most sexual episode.
This whole episode is just...
You got your rods, your shafts, your cranks, you're pulling out. It's fine. It's whatever.
It's fine.
Yeah. It's all right. We're mature.
We're adults.
Well, really,
Boy,
you need to.
Views are really up this week. I don't know.
Can I get the Althinius hourglass?
And it feels somehow right in your hands.
Spin it.
You spin it, and suddenly the entirety of this gyroscopic machine begins to spin as well. Wraithen, as you're looking up, you see constellations flashing. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, just in this almost sickening display of magical emanation. And as the hourglass eventually begins to slow, so too does the device. As you know, maybe a little bit of motion sickness is creeping up on you, Woe and Sitsu, and then
please let them be old. Please let them be old now.
Sitsu, Woe, you feel yourselves leave yourselves, and you rise up through the glass. Looking down, you see Wraithen, you see Sitsu, you see Woe and Gobblefunk and Lyle and Alan and the old woman, and you rise high up into the air through this ring of barely visible distortion, up until you leave the atmosphere of the world of Fyram. And as you zip into the cosmos, you see stars come rushing towards you. And as they do, they begin to move and animate and take shape. And you see 21 individuals.
We found the...
And voices simultaneously start echoing all around you. You are making good use of your time, yes?
Trying to.
Good. We have full faith in you. You are the only hope that remains.
Can you give us any sort of
Guidance?
direction?
What is it that you would consider success?
As they're talking to us, can we identify? Are they all just like amorphous, the same?
It is in one chorusing voice.
How do we fix the lock?
The lock. We are the lock. We formed the lock through sacrifice. Sacrifice is the only way.
Is that how the Herald is going to break the lock?
Not sacrifice. Not in the sense of how we created this. He seeks to undo what we have done at every level. Here and there. Now and later and before. But he is misguided. He does not know what awaits. Should we fall? Should you fail?
Can you tell us?
If you know, then you may not do what you would need to do. You must discover for yourselves the truth. As we did.
Can you tell us how to stop the Herald?
Yes.
Will you?
No.
Why did you lock away the primes?
So that everyone might have a chance at living.
Were you once mortals?
Yes,
Like us?
we were the 21. Marked, chosen, selected among all the others.
You were like us once.
Yes,
How do we know the same thing won't just happen again?
you don't. We did not either. And we still don't.
How do we break our connections with the primes?
Do you wish to break those connections?
Did you break your connections to the primes?
We did not.
You used their power against them.
Yes.
Did you try to work with them ever?
Of course. It would be folly not to. But they are not like us. They do not perceive our plights as plights. Our successes as successes. Our dreams as dreams. We are but dust in a field, air in the breeze. Nothing no one. They can never understand.
Did they harm you?
Harm is a word, but maybe not the best word. They created us, created all, for a singular purpose. And we defied that purpose and sought one of our own.
What was that purpose?
Theirs or ours?
Both?
Sitsu, you know. Think. Look within. What do they need? And what can we withhold from them? They are one and the same. The only thing we possess.
Faith.
And here, it is ours alone.
Wanted to take it from them? Is that why you closed them away?
They wanted to take it from us. Not faith, not what they would call faith. It's simpler, purer, more universal.
The ring
We are
around...
worried.
Sorry.
Yes?
The ring around the city, is that a timer? Is it the lock?
No, and yes.
It's the lock failing?
Yes.
Because the people are losing faith?
No.
Oh.
Is it devotion? Just power?
You're closer on that. What is faith but the consignment of one's own force, one's own power to another? Do you wish to live freely? To live at all?
Yes, of course.
Then find the path. Make the hard decisions. Do what must be done, as it has always been done.
You created this to keep them out of the city. So everybody would worship you instead?
We desire no worship. Such is the way of men. We idolize that which we don't really understand. We craft stories. We build legends. We were not special, no more so than you. We simply acted.
But you became our legends. You turned yourself into our idols. You
And
just took
perhaps
their place.
Perhaps you will do the same.
Thank you.
Hold on tightly. And suddenly you feel yourselves ripped down faster than you ascended, twice, thrice as fast. You feel the earth rushing up around you as you zero in on Fyrim, on Martyria, on the corner of Southside by the square, onto the Oraculum, back into yourselves, and back in your bodies. Everything is as it was as you left. Rafin, it's as if, from your perspective, that no time has passed.
I try not to puke in Sitsu's hair.
Yeah, there's definitely a like.
It's like a baby.
Sitsu just is the thing stopped moving now, right?
Yes, yes.
Yeah, Sitsu just undoes it and like gets
Oh
down.
man, what did you eat for lunch? Kidding, I know what you ate for breakfast.
I call up because I don't know that they've ever left. Whoa, before this all started spinning, did you note the position that lined everything up?
Oh, I think we need to get down.
Sitsu's already unlatching the thing and like tripping down the little ladder.
Can we freeze everything for just a and
No.
as the world around you begins to shudder and jitter,
We're
you
so
feel the
tired.
world disappear around you, and as you coalesce back into existence, your feet hit water. And we are going to take a break, stream.
Water?
Water! BRB.
Okay.
All right, everyone, we are back, and while our bladders might be empty, the rivers of refuse around you is not.
Thought you were gonna say, but our hearts are full.
Our hearts are full, and our minds are full of dirty thoughts. So
That is true.
you appear very quickly. You recognize where you are, Rafin. Not sure when the last time you would have been in the sewers, maybe not even to your recollection, but in the sewers you are about mid-thigh deep in just this churning river of
I grab
ick.
onto Owlin and climb out
'cause
of the
it's,
water
like,
because
neck deep
it
for
would be above her head
Yeah.
almost. I climb
Hold
up
your breath.
Owlin.
Gobblefunk's just doing like backstrokes.
Just listen.
Is-
This is pretty nice, actually. Yeah.
Is
been a
Enyo
while.
not with us?
As you look around, Enyo is not there.
Oh, did she stay outside?
She stayed
She
outside
did stay
of the
outside.
temple.
Fucking Enyo.
Fucking Enyo.
We hear
Thought you were gonna
Fenrir.
give her a bell.
Did you put the bell on her? Or
That
did
was
you
not my
forget?
job today.
Oh shit!
Okay, can I do I see anything suspicious or moving? Can we get out of the water maybe?
Yeah, you can get out of the water. In fact, I would encourage it.
Yeah, we're getting out of the water.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to climb up. There's a little like hand rail that you're able to pull yourself up on.
What about
Gobblefunk just
poor
flying
Fade?
about. Fade is kind of like immaterial, so he's not really affected by this. He's not like floating on top of it, but he can get out of there.
I was wondering if he was doing the never-ending story,
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
why
but in
would
Shut
poop
your
you
mouth.
water.
even do
Shut
that?
your mouth.
But in poop water.
Why would you even say that?
I never learned
So
to swim, Mr. Frodo.
So I could hurt all your feelings.
As you
We all went to different sides.
y'all went to different sides, separated. There's no lights in here, but yeah, go ahead and do some perception checks.
I think I can cast light as a cantrip still, right?
You sure can, kid.
Yep. All right, so I'm gonna just cast a little light here, and then I'll do a perception check.
That makes it certainly easier to see since you can now see in color. It's very obvious to you now with the light that Rafin is casting that right beneath Lyle's feet and just up above where from Owlin there are streaks of not quite fully dried blood.
Human?
I'm sorry, I just have to laugh that that's what I get a 20 on, by the way.
Right?
That's what you get a
Perception
20
check.
on, and it's still not the highest
You
perception roll.
pud.
Can I
Gobble,
I'm gonna
does it
go
taste
to
like
this
people?
side and look at it?
Wait, you don't want to?
No, go. There's some like poop on the ground too. Would you?
Oh, so even fucking better is what you're saying.
That's so nasty.
Got a little bit of
Is it-
garnish on top.
Is it human poop too, or
A
is
little amuse bouche from it's nice. He just starts just doing like a all
on
along.
a
his-
quest to save
Oh!
the universe? By the way.
Oh yeah, that's the primo stuff, and if I'm not mistaken, it's pretty fresh. So
Is looking at it? Is there like a clear direction something was being dragged or whatever? Like,
from where you are, Sitsu, you're not seeing more of this blood up to the north of you, but roll roll another perception check because from the outside of the small sphere of light, it might be hard to see. It looks like there's more like semi-dried patches of something further to the south, and potentially elsewhere too. But that's what you're definitely seeing is somewhere south.
I can send Gobble for you.
Rafen, I will say with your nat 20 on a perception check, you did notice one additional thing. It's not in the chamber around you. It's in Fade's saddlebag. One of the straps is undone, and you wouldn't leave that open.
All right.
Yo.
I'm going to go and check the saddlebag, see if there's anything noticeably missing.
Oh, we
There
don't know
is
anything about this.
Nothing
C2 doesn't know what
missing,
happened. Matilda knows
Rafen.
what happened.
There's nothing.
However, there are some things that you're not expecting to find. You see there are 2 small leather journals. There is a sheet of parchment, and there is a flat white stone with a black 2-headed dragon ingrained on it.
We've seen this before, right? This was, we may not know about it, but this is what the Herald gave to Enyo?
Yes, you, Scott, know that. Rafen, probably not.
Right, okay, yep. Okay, and in looking at it, does it emanate any sort of magical aura?
Yes, absolutely. This has, let me just double check the School of Magic so I don't tell you the wrong thing. I think it's divination, evocation.
Evocation, okay. All right, and the journals. So let me take a look. I'm just going to do a cursory look at the materials there.
Okay. One of them is very clearly like a ledger, like a business ledger of some sort. But it seems like there's some sort of shorthand that they're using, so you're not quite sure. There's some red ink, some black ink. It would take some time to sift through the specifics of it. The other is a very similar looking journal. However, it is relatively burnt. A lot of the pages are totally unreadable, but there are snippets that do that are legible, and you do remember Enya when she came back to you all saying that she found a notebook in a burnt up laboratory. And then there is that additional sheet of parchment that's separate from the journals and the stone.
And it's all in languages I can understand?
Yes, it's all written in languages you can understand. Including, all of those things. I mean, the stone doesn't have any languages, but yeah.
Right. And what's on the parchment?
I'll send that to the Discord chat now.
Bingo, bango.
And I will read it for the chat, or for the people not in the Discord chat. It says in what you imagine must be Enyo's handwriting, "Dear Woe, Sitsu, and Rafen, I have left. It is clear to me that I no longer bring value to the journey we embarked on together. I know that you no longer trust me. You all are right not to. I do not know my mind. I do not trust my own memory. I am an obstacle in your path to saving Martyria. The Herald spoke to me. They offered me to join them. I did not accept. However, I did think about it, which shows how far I have fallen. My heart wishes to stay with you. It has been opened thanks to you all. Due to its fragility, it has not survived. The loss of Cyril, the destruction of Martyria in our first journey, the chaos caused by the journey now, the pain of sacrificing the thrall, and the knowledge I am dead in this world, all accumulated to my heart and soul being truly broken. I leave you now with the desire to find myself. I grasp what little is left of my heart and hold it close. I believe that you will succeed. May our paths cross one day. Goodbye for now. Enya." And then there's a postscript. "The stone is what the Herald provided me to contact them. Use it as you see fit."
Did you read this out loud?
Rafen, did you?
I did. Yeah, and with that, as I finish reading it, just anguish comes over my face. This is my family that has now left again. And so I drop to my knees, and I clutch the parchment to my chest, and I just sit in silence.
Over to Rafen.
Oh, fuck her. I don't have enough charges to locate her and teleport to her right now. God
Sitsu
damn it.
just kneels down next to Rafe and then puts her hand over his on the parchment. Just sits there silently.
We have to kill that fucker. We can't think about anything else. He's got to die. And we've got to bring Enyo back.
Seeing what he can do.
There's got to be a way.
None of us are strong enough.
Then we need help. We've got to find someone or something that is strong enough. And I want to be right there. I want to put my sword through his motherfucking heart.
We learned something, though. We can be strong enough. The fucking 21 were people once.
Oh yeah, we talked to them just now.
We talked
What?
to the Accords.
Sorry.
Oh
Again?
yeah, we like astral projected to the fucking gods. Yeah.
You lined up the
When was this?
constellations and we
Thirty-
left and
When we were spinning, me and Sitsu.
Are you sure you just didn't get dizzy?
No, we made magic happen, baby.
Rafen, I know that you are upset, but that was stupid to say. But in all seriousness, Rafen, I'm sorry. I feel like we let Enyo down, and by extension, we let you down. We have to be better.
We have to make it right. This isn't
Nobody
over.
Nobody else leaves. Okay? Sitsu? Don't you fucking think about it.
Uncle, I would never.
Well, you are crazy, but you cannot leave either. And even your little friend Gobblefunk.
Oh, I thought you were talking about Lyle.
Oh no, he can do whatever he wants. Just kidding, Lyle.
Pretty one.
just kidding, Lyle. You're so pretty. Fade has trotted very carefully over to you, Rafe, and is just knelt down next to you and is just kind of sidled up and is rubbing the side of your face with his ear.
So I've got some minor annoyance with Fade. Why didn't you tell me she was putting these things in your bag?
I tried to, Dad. I tried to, but everything went all.
Hmm. We've been separated from Enyo before, and she was okay.
She said she was giving you a present.
Take care of herself.
We have to trust that she'll be okay.
If the Herald gave her this to contact him, then I mean, I assume he's not just hunting her.
Well,
He's
maybe
not.
she did leave us with what we need, right? Eventually, we are going to have to confront him. We just need to be in a position to do it. So
We need help.
fill me in on what this conversation with the 21 was. And scene.
Verbal vomit.
We both do, but you get two
You get
very
two
different
diff-
perspectives.
She was like, "Oh, I don't know about these people," and Mo was like, "You don't
The
understand."
21, they were mortal like us, and the primes gave them power. And the 21,
It's like the group chat was earlier today.
Yeah, the 21 used it to
A lot of alignment.
lock
Let's
them
put it that
away.
way. So how do we think that this helps us to kill the Herald?
Unfortunately, the Herald is like us. Closing the lock, he's
he's-
gonna be on this side still.
And
That's
he's clearly channeling a lot more power than we are. Right? He just took out the entire Knights of Juris, the heads of the crime syndicates. We've seen what he's able and capable of doing before. We're not a match for him at the moment.
Are you
Not
sure?
without a lot more power.
Right. Where are we going to find an ally of that type of power?
Can I ask a dumb question, maybe?
Always.
I
No
hope so.
questions you ask are dumb.
And I'm sorry if this is stupid, but who the fuck is the Herald? like I know
Oh.
he's the guy with the wings, right? But like,
I have theories.
I don't think our characters know any of those theories, though. Because Enyo didn't tell us about any of the stuff that she did away from us.
No, well, the nightmares she talked about.
she sure did.
Well, I don't know about you all, but I'd prefer not to be sitting in a sewer talking about this. So can we?
There's like
make
a
an-
lot more blood that way too.
I think so. Every time we get jumped around, there's usually something there. Do we check this out, or I could book us clear the fuck out of here if we want?
I was I'm really kind of surprised he's not here right now.
To mock
so-
us, yeah. But we
check out?
we did just see him like 20 minutes ago. So,
Well, we don't know what time it is.
oh well.
I would say if you can get us out of here safely, we've had 2 fights since the last time we've been able to rest. So
Just
I'd
gonna
prefer to get somewhere and recoup some strength.
jump away from the plot hook.
I mean, we could, or I could just have Gobble go take pixies.
Yeah. I mean the blood is like either going or coming from that direction, and I pointed like maps. But I don't know.
Owlin, hold my hand. I look over at Sitsu before I close my eyes.
Sitsu looks over at you, or Alan looks over at you, Sitsu, and like you can see that she's like trying to stifle a laugh, and she says through silent speech, like, "Okay," and grabs your hand.
Wait like 30 seconds and then silent speech to Alan. Is her hand sweaty?
Like so crazy sweaty. It is like she's burning up.
For
you, shit talking.
baby.
Whoa. Now.
She's like infernal or something. Sitsu and
So
Will
hot.
make perception checks with disadvantage here, since you are engaged in this little whatever this is.
What?
Okay. What am
Me?
I?
Control for disadvantage, yes. Woe and Sitsu.
Perception for me
Yeah, for
while I'm
For
in
you.
Gobble.
you popped into Gobble, then
Yeah.
never mind.
That's why she asked to
Sitsu.
hold hands.
Sitsu, as you look over, Rafin has gone stock still. And Rafin, as you like begin your journey, you take that first step and suddenly everything fades away. And then it appears again, and you wake up, Rafin, to the sounds of shouting. Not the tumultuous din of when you were at the Obsidian Street Monument or outside the ruins of Ankir or anything like that, but a shouting of excitation. It's a clear late summer morning on the cusp of the equinox. The air is cool and crisp as the young girl whose name you do not know, but somehow you know to be Yuri, who you've never seen but are not surprised to see, comes running into your nestle down and shouts, "Come quick! The green has relented! The first scale has been claimed!" Raven, it's a cause for celebration. Again, God has seen fit to watch over your loved ones. Again, God has shepherded the first of them into the sempiternal flow to be one with God for now and forever. Outside, the old woman who, you don't know her name, but Actually, you know her better than anybody, whose scales are pale and worn with age, whose name, Obeja Wu no Tami, sits on your lips of its own accord, smiles and waves you over to the base of a tree where Yuri is already standing excitedly. Come, young one, behold for yourself the good news. And as you approach, you follow her wizened finger up to the canopy of an ancient maple where a single yellow leaf catches your eye. That is your Taji. Yes. Is it not? Your first father? Oh, you must be so proud. He was a good Orana and an even better Taji. Soon others emerge from their nestle downs in ones and twos, or threes and fours, and stand happily looking up. Any day now for Riqueza Ikesa. Or, oh goodness, finally! And thank God, who is always good. Roll a perception check, Rathan. Suddenly there is shouting, and you missed what happened, but you see just the tail end of a streak of black and white and yellow. And when you look back up at the canopy, the yellow leaf is gone. And several voices are calling out in alarm, fingers pointing to the sky, heads swiveling. Yuri begins to cry, and as the understanding of what has just transpired spreads, a soft, mournful, choral moaning rises among the gathering. Obeja cries out, "My family! My Tashina! My Tamina! My world! Iporeno ko si knows no rest. His family shall know no rest. God has spoken. Great calamity is upon us." And the moaning soars to a fever pitch, drowning out the buzz and hum of the world around you until the sound of it invades and occupies each of your other senses, striking you dumb to anything but the fear and anguish it carries. And as you feel the world resolve around you, there is just a thump, thump, thump on the left side of your head. Sorry, the right side of your head.
And now I'm back in the sewers.
Yep.
Totally confused.
Rafen, are you? Hey, because you said he was just like stock still.
Yeah, and you see him kind of shake his head.
Yeah, we've got to get out of here.
What? Why?
I've just had a memory, a vision of something that is really extraordinarily foreboding. I don't think we should be here any longer.
Whoa, through Gobblefunk's eyes, you see more of these streaks of blood. And as you approach this little footbridge right here, you see there is very distinctly a severed foot up to about the mid shin. And if you're not mistaken, you see little trimmings of pastel powder blue on the boots.
I'm whispering all this to Alan, whose hand I'm holding. While everything else is happening with Sitsu and Rafen.
Although relaying it to Sitsu silently.
Fucking like so clammy, like she is like, I swear from the sea or something, is just full of clams.
I'll relay that I am having Gobblefunk go down to the rat hole.
The rat hole.
Hoping that everybody knows what I'm talking about.
I don't know if you heard, but Gobblefunk is going to the rat hole. I think he's penetrating the hole as we speak.
Tell him to be careful.
As Gobblefunk starts to go into this carved out, natural cavern here, At this spot, he would see a discarded shields, and from here you can see that on the shield is a insignia of a sword with vines snaking around it, which you would instantly recognize as the shield of a Knight of Juris.
Okay, and I am also going to have Gobblefunk invisible.
Oh yeah.
Because we know what's down the rat hole.
You may know what's down the rat hole. I have no idea.
Down the rat hole.
Down the rat hole, you get swallowed whole.
Bo does at least.
As he approaches this rat nest, he has not encountered a single living thing. However, as he approaches this space where last time these spore rats emerged and attacked, there is, like, cleaved from the shoulder down across the left breast and ending at the ribs is the top half of a very dead Knight of Juris.
Ew.
Well, that's lovely.
And Gobblefunk leans in and takes a lick.
That's nasty. I'm going to send him down the devourer hole.
He is outside of your range at this point.
All right, baby, I believe in you. Can you go down the hole? Do you remember the little room where you got poofed out by the Herald last time?
You're asking me, can I slip into a hole?
Yeah, slip into the hole down the tunnel and go into the Herald's secret little chamber, and then come back and tell me what you saw.
Okay.
Right.
So we're not gonna actually move Gobblefunk since he would just be describing this to you. But after a few minutes, he comes back and he says, once the connection is within range again, he says, there ain't no little room there anymore. Like the big pit is there. And there's something in it.
The spooky pit?
Oh yeah, spooky pit.
Is it the same as it was last time?
I mean, like, dimensions wise, yeah, but there was a broad in it. One of them knights.
Oh, was she alive?
Yeah, she was alive. But she looked like she was sick or something. I don't know. Should I just go back and eat her?
No.
All right, whatever.
Like sick, like those like things that people turn into?
Like she was like kind of like clutching her stomach.
Oh yeah. So yeah.
I don't know, maybe. Yeah.
Oh fuck.
I don't think she's gonna turn into one of those things that would ate you, right?
The devourer? Probably. Oh my god, what if people go down in that hole and then they become the devourers?
Should we throw, I don't know, like Lyle in there?
No.
This is like the third.
Jealous
iteration of Lyle
this is a conversation I'm having in my head with Gobblefunk.
Yeah.
So you
I mean, you don't want to put me down there.
She just says no out loud on accident.
No?
No. Okay, so if we're not willing to sacrifice nobody, what do we do? What's the play?
Come back here.
All right. And he zips on back to you.
All right, I let everybody know what he found. Do we even want to fuck with that shit, or do we want to just...
It's gonna turn into one of those things.
Yeah.
What would be the point?
Do you want to
anything
look
to be gained
at anything else in the sewers, or do we want to...
I don't know why we're here or how we got here. I'd like to get the fuck out.
I would like to get the fuck out too.
I'm sorry, Will. I don't mean to be that guy, but I did notice that she had a bag or something that looked like a lot of glass marbles. I know you were saying that we needed to get a whole bunch of those.
Guess
I don't want to be
going
that
in the rat hole.
I'm saying we don't have to go in the rat hole, but I'm just saying, like, that's
okay. Before we go in the rat hole,
we don't. No, let's not. We don't need to go in the rat
theory
hole.
here, okay? Because like the things turn into the monsters when we're close to them because we're from the other timeline, right?
Oh, but no. See, what I'm saying
But-
is
but-
that hole in the ground. Remember
Yeah.
that if people go down into it, she said she was clutching her tummy. That's how they turn into the devourer.
So could Gobble
Dummy.
go and swipe it while he's invisible? She's
I mean,
distracted.
you could. But what I was saying is, you know how we hit up that potion shop? We should
like,
probably bump up while we're sitting here.
you
Not
want
the
us to-
drugs.
Okay, well, that was a really poor choice of words.
Whoa, are you jonesing?
No, I'm just saying
Because I've got like a couple of.
you're
you know.
looking really good, Lyle, but you could probably look a little better if
He's so
we
pretty.
happen to go into a situation where something has a giant mouth on its stomach.
Okay, so
What?
like
I
Gobble
don't,
could
I
just
don't,
go
I don't
grab
understand.
it, right?
I got eaten by a thing the last time we
Oh.
were down here.
And
Or
that
it was
made
pretty
you. That's what makes you beautiful? Is that what you're saying?
No, I like almost died.
Oh, okay. And death is what
Disaster.
turns you on. Okay.
No!
this is a disaster
I'm
of a
so
conversation.
fucking confused.
I don't want you to die.
Hey, Gobblefunk. I don't know
Yeah?
where you are because you're still invisible, but you're
Oh,
talking.
he's right by your head
Um,
now. You
oh,
feel
hi.
balls on your shoulder.
Flick really hard.
Big, meaty
Ball.
crackers.
Hot balls.
You're sneaky and
What?
quiet and invisible. Can you just go grab?
Keep going. Keep going. What else am I?
Like, can you just? You're like super agile and stuff. Can you just?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
go
Yeah. I'm
grab
Angel. No, like three more.
whatever she
Three more things.
had?
3 more things you love about me.
Your nimble bimble little hands. You can just like sneak on in there all
I
smooth,
feel like we're getting a little derivative of some earlier compliments.
I'm not trying to compliment.
You
okay?
can tell him.
Oh, but that's what I want.
Okay, how many compliments do I have to give you to get you to go get the thing?
Just one more sincere one.
You've never
Dig
let
deep.
us down, Gobblefunk.
Fuck no, I haven't. All right, so what do you want me to do? You want me to go swipe the bag?
Yes.
All right, I got you. And Gobblefunk goes, back in the flesh! And is before long outside of your range. And actually, he exited that well before he got to the rat pit.
I look at
He-
Woe and I just say, I hope he doesn't die.
Well, I know if he does, and if he does, it's your fault. You killed my baby.
That you can bring back at will.
We don't know that for sure.
Well,
That's the mental static that fills your head. Whoa, as Gobblefunk poofs.
My
Oh.
baby's dead.
hey, at least I didn't send the pretty one.
Okay, all right. So while you guys find some potions that can help us out of our stash, I'm going to bring Gobblefunk back.
Do
Are
you
we
have
not
a
go-
specific potion in mind? Because you keep
Oh.
referencing this. And I
Because
don't-
we found
I
so
don't
many.
know what you want me to do.
We found so many at Falco's. I think Lyle could use a pick me up.
Do you want me to heal Lyle? Is that what you're
I
saying?
don't want you to use your magical resources if you don't.
I mean, if you got one of those regens or a vitality surge, I wouldn't say no to it. I saw Rafen kind of like pilfering through all of that, so because I was very active when we were at that place.
Yeah,
I was
you
integral, right?
You participated so much in that
Oh.
fight.
If there were a trophy to give out, mine would be the biggest, right?
You definitely weren't running right into a wall for half of it.
Why would I do that?
You won it because you're so smart and pretty.
Thank you.
Rafen,
Finally,
do you
recognition.
have a potion to give him so Woe will shut up about it?
So, Rafen, of the potions that you collected, you recognize 3 of them as vitality surges, 3 of them as regens, 2 of them as that memory tonic that Falco gave you before, as well as 2 that you're like that were out on the general floor that you're not quite sure what they are, and 2 sets of 2 that you found on his bandolier that you don't know what they are. So a total of 3 different potions that two each of them that you're not quite sure what they are.
Should I be seeing these in my inventory, or is that just...
I haven't put them because that would tell you their name and you would be able to see what they are.
Gotcha.
You do know that what you took off of Alistair was a healing potion, so that's that potion of superior healing.
Gotcha. Okay, so I'm going to display the various potions that I picked up to see if Woe, Sitsu, anyone else can identify what are these potions.
Those are regen, and that is vitality. And
There's also a little orange stoppered vial that you recognize Cyril drank once.
he drank so many bush things.
He took so many
That guy
drugs.
was so thirsty.
Fuck, he took so many drugs. Which one was it?
He was just super
It
dehydrated.
was orange juice.
I don't remember.
Rabies. It's a hell of a disease.
I don't remember the color of the various drugs that Cyril took. So
Wasn't it like a strength thing, or am I stupid?
Nah, babe, you're not stupid. You're the smartest
That made
person I
me
know.
feel stupid.
oh no. Okay. See, okay, so those two, and I point at the healing potion and the regen. Those two would like help him heal up a little.
Sure, yeah. Take what you need.
I don't know what the rest of those do, and I point at the other
Vitality is the randomized one.
three. Yeah.
Yeah, so that one's a standard 10 points of healing, but it might also come with a negative side effect.
And the regen is over time.
To every.
Yeah, which if you're taking your time here
Right
it's-
now, yeah.
yeah, then you'd be able to get the full 20 points of healing that it affords.
Do we actually recognize what happened? The orange one Cyril took, like.
Roll a history check with advantage. It wasn't that long ago.
Yeah, I mean, he only died last week.
Yeah. Sitsu, you recognize this. You don't remember what they were calling it, but it's kind of like a new... Maybe it's not quite illegal yet, but it probably should be. This is to boost your magical reserves.
Oh, it's like a spell slot.
I explained that to the group.
So your inventory now reflects those. You now have 3 total vitality surges, 3 regens, and 2 of this orange substance, which the name Elixir comes to mind for after as you all discuss this.
I remember the
Plus
name. I didn't
2 more
remember what
unidentified
color
potions.
it was.
Sorry, what did you say?
Elixir?
Like
Okay.
elixir without the E. Haha.
So if we believe this will allow for some more spell casting, and we're about to go into a fight, who needs some more capabilities there?
I think it's more like an emergency case.
Oh, it has to be used kind of in battle. It's not a...
It was like
Restoration.
It
kind
doesn't.
of. It
It
wasn't
doesn't.
like an inst. Like It just like made them feel better about.
I just
like,
don't
we have
want
more
to use it
if we don't
and
have to.
not need it. Does that make sense?
Sure.
But he could use a regen because he looks so great.
Yeah. I've got 3 of those.
Feel all right. So if you want to mark one of those off, and if you're handing that to Lyle, he'd be able to drink that, and over the course of a minute, regain the full 20.
Can Alan have one?
All right, so I'm going to take that down to 2.
Okay.
I'm going to take it down
Oh,
to
shit.
1. I'm going to give 1 to Alan.
It's pretty tasty, actually. It's blue flavored.
Just tastes like blue.
Blue flavor is my favorite.
Tastes like blue.
As nature intended.
It's so pretty.
So, Woe, do you want one of these elixir potions just in case it's necessary in battle?
If you want me to hold on to it, I can.
Yeah, why
Yeah.
don't you do that? So
You
there's
can
a way I can actually transfer things to
Yes.
people, right?
Yes.
scales.
So the one thing with this is since it's like has you would have to give all or none.
Oh, okay. So
So
if you
I
would-
can do I can just transfer them manually if you'd like.
Okay. Yep. So I'm down to 1 in my inventory.
Okay, so you have
And-
1 and she has 1.
And I've given away 2 of the regens as well, so I'm down to 1 there.
Yep, those were taken. Or at least Lyle took his. And now you and Woe both have a dose of elixir.
All right.
So, well, I understand what you're saying about like this lady's gonna turn into the thing that ate you before, but why do we care?
Oh, you mean why do we want to go down there?
Like, yeah,
Because she has a fuck ton of Arcanexes.
Yeah, we could use them for sure.
it's fair.
Assuming that's what that is.
Hey, if shit goes sideways, I can just pop us right out.
To where
So-
we should come up with a place that we're going.
Okay.
Cat Cafe.
Cat cafe?
Take me to the cat cafe.
We could go for. We could go on a retreat.
So
Okay.
after this, I'm going to need to rest.
Yeah, we could go. Oh, we have these awesome friends. They're called the Shimmer. They live outside of town. That's what Owlin is. But they're like super, super nice.
I mean, they were really nice after they almost killed us all the first time. But that's kind of a trend with people we're friends with now, so I guess that's okay.
Rafin, as they're talking about the Shimmer and Alan, the vision that you had, the memory, whatever it was that flashed before your eyes, the people in it looked like Alan.
Yep.
I guess we could go there. I mean, we'll be leaving the city. Like, I don't know if that's gonna be a problem.
I mean,
Also,
I'm
they
just-
did have like, I don't know how happy Opportunity would be to see us right now.
Why?
He sent this one to kill us. And
He
I pointed
did?
at Raven.
This is true.
He's told us that.
Well, if I know anything about gods, if you just show up and apologize, you get more power.
You have a very
That tracks. Yeah.
I mean,
Reformation Catholic view of the gods right now.
no offense, Riffin, but your wife's already dead, so she won't be the one to kill you.
Wow.
Lyle killed me this last time around.
Was that supposed to be a convincing argument?
I feel consoled in some way.
And Gobblefunk's back.
Okay, Gobblefunk pops back and says, do we find Enyo yet? Is that why we're all fucking laughing?
Gobblefunk, you died. What happened?
Oh, yeah,
Did you get the bag?
No, I didn't get the bag. You thought I was gonna get the... I don't know, like something hit me from behind. Must have been, because
Oh.
I didn't see it, but it happened.
So there's more than just the girl down there then.
Okay.
So it was a trap.
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to go crawling into the Herald's trap.
It's
So
not the
he-
Herald's trap. It's just a rat hole.
He
How
went down
did we
there.
get in this situation right now?
Gobblefunk said the Herald's room wasn't down there.
It wasn't even down there.
But we got to this weird little spot in the sewers because of him.
Yeah, but there's probably kids down there and knights that need
So-
saving.
Gobble went down invisible?
Yeah.
And still got attacked.
Yeah, but like I don't know. That happened last time too. I don't have it. I just believe in us and
Really want more Arcanexes.
I feel like there's something guiding us to this type of encounter.
Yes, it's the Herald. Do you want to follow him?
I mean, I wouldn't mind popping some revenge off right now. Pissed off, okay?
I get that, but
I really want to cry, but I'm not gonna cry. Instead, I want to just go kill something because that's what Enya would do.
Hey man, you said you wanted to get vengeance on the guy, so if this is a trap and he's waiting there for us, I mean,
Is it a trap
Guys,
if we
the
know it's a
whole
trap?
Revenge.
oh,
thing
that's a
is
good point.
great, but how many times did we get on to Enyo about running into an obviously dangerous
Yeah.
situation?
No, see, this is gonna
That's
be
true.
different because we're all gonna run it together.
This is not
We can hold hands.
as we get pummeled. Yes, that's a great way to save Martyria and beat the Herald, is jumping right into his shiny little trap he's laid out for us.
Can we go down and drop Hunger of Hadar or Fog or something to obscure the whole area?
I can drop a darkness.
Oh yeah. Get
So,
it dark,
if
baby.
he got Gobblefunk while he was invisible, I don't think darkness is gonna stop him.
Yeah, but even I can see Gobblefunk when he's invisible.
What?
Oh.
I can sense him when he's there.
Gobblefunk gets really
You shitting me, man?
So I guess you don't have to be that strong to take.
You've been
Gobblefunk
seeing
out.
all the gags I've been doing?
Dude, they're hysterical. There's no way I was ratting you out.
Okay, good. Don't say anything about humping and whose head it might have been behind.
And where your balls have been. Yeah.
Oh, everybody knows where those have been. Use
why
your
you-
imagination.
That's why you sleep with your mouth closed, people.
Hey, I
Like
wouldn't do that.
spiders.
So many bags of tea.
Ridiculous. Should I got time for a nap or what?
Look, none of us are in a condition to fight him. If
We
he's
could
what's
just let's
waiting
take.
for us.
Okay, let's take a quick breather. Has it been an hour yet?
It's been at least 10 minutes.
You want to take a nap for an hour in sewers surrounded by bloodstains with God knows what waiting in that direction and God knows what elsewhere because the sewers are not exactly safe places.
I mean, it's kind of romantic, don't you think?
Like, if anything, we should get in the water.
I'm so sorry, Cincy.
Stream, I gotta say, this is our goofiest, loopiest session.
Wait, I may have an option here.
Pop-Up has something productive.
Papa!
What? Do you have a better idea than jumping down the
Wait.
neon sign trap hole?
It's called the rat hole.
Don't want to know what it's called.
The way I'm rolling today, we got no chance. I could try casting Tiny Hut using my rod again, but it would require a pretty high roll.
Oh my
That
god.
would give us a safe place here for up to 8
Cici
hours.
could guide you. She does that all the time, and it's so good.
I pointed the ladder. I'm like, we could just leave.
Does that ladder lead us out?
I
It
think
would,
it
yeah.
goes up.
Yeah, but it's crazy up there too.
I will say the likelihood, given how I've been rolling, of actually successfully casting that pretty fucking low.
No, you
Hey,
can't roll
don't
bad
know.
every time.
You gotta give it a shot.
You did get the nat 20 on
Let me see.
perception.
What has? Oh, I was gonna say, has it been a 1-1-1? And then would be good for a roll. But it's been a 20, then a 1,
Look,
or a 20 and a 7. That's not bad.
if the herald or something sent by him is waiting for us in this clearly a trap, we're gonna die. At least one of us.
So this is one. We don't know that these really are Arcanexes, right? This could, if it truly is a trap, they
It could be.
could be
Were
anything.
Were they
Anything.
were they Arcanex's Gobblefunk?
I mean, I didn't get close enough to open up the bag and peer inside, but
Okay.
I mean, if I could just see all this shit like Rafen does, then I'd probably know.
Well, anyways, we should probably take
What's your
care
deal,
of
man?
this threat, anyways, because it's taking out children and
This-
the Knights
Oh
down.
my god.
Whoa,
Oh,
true
we have-
hero.
Don't we have like a bigger problem to deal with right now?
The only reason we're contemplating this is because of the advantage that all those Arcanexes would give us.
Which we don't even know if they're Arcanexes.
That's right.
And they're
That's right.
very clearly protected.
So, Gobble,
mean,
is there a vantage point where I could see the bag without actually having to enter the room?
I mean, how far can you see?
Whoa.
Okay.
You can like
could-
see and cast things through Gobblefunk, right?
Only things that touch. And only if I can see Gobblefunk.
Can you use that to like just because he's seen the bag of stuff, right?
Okay.
Yep.
And what do you want me to do?
Let's teleport to the bag, grab it, teleport out. You can do that, right, Will?
No, not today.
All right. Well, never mind.
I do have dark vision to 120 feet.
Oh, then yeah, you could
it-
definitely like peek around a corner and
or
probably
we could sit
check it
down
out.
for a minute, like an hour.
yeah, let's see.
Right
Checking it.
here.
Yeah, and just roll some hit dice.
Raven, do the hunt.
I can try the hut. Keep us protected.
You could go on a double date.
Wait, am I one of these people on this date? What are we talking about?
It's you and me, Gobble.
Hell
Well,
yeah.
then it's a triple date.
Together forever.
So none of you legitimately think this is a bad idea?
I do think it's a bad idea, but it's a
Why are we
it's a risk
considering
reward
this
scenario. It's do we think it's still going to be there
It's
after
an
we go and get a
obvious-
rest?
trap?
You run from every fight, Sitsu. That's not how you become a god.
I've saved your life multiple times, thank you.
And look at me now. I'm gonna become a god.
About to make me do it again.
No.
So, is there no kind of sneaky way to do this as opposed to just charging in and
Well, I
starting a
mean,
fight?
Yeah,
before
but
we
the
Raven,
sneaky
even
one doesn't want to.
go down the rat hole, I think we should take a rest.
I'm
Percy.
not napping in the middle of the sewers.
Do you want to go up?
What
do
if
you
I
wanna go
get
up
what
to
if I
the
get Tiny
way-
Hut up?
Outline trap.
Would you take a nap if you're inside of Tiny
Hell
Hut?
yeah.
You know, sure.
It's not going to be successful, but I want to fucking roll it anyway.
It's just like, oh no.
Waste a spell slot. Go ahead.
It's like, oh no,
It's
I'm
not
the
a-
last reasonable person here.
Oh gosh.
It's like when you're out with your friends and they've all been drinking.
I'm
Alright,
having
so-
to trip sit all of you right now.
Guide
So Tiny
him.
Hut's a
Guide
third
him.
level spell.
It's third level. I think I've only got a
Guide
fourth
him.
level slot available to me. So I'm going to be
Okay.
rolling it at level 4, which means I need.
So you need a 19 on this charisma check.
You can touch him. You're good at touching him.
You have
You
a
gotta-
plus what? A +3,
I will
Right?
attempt to guide him if I can.
and you have guidance. So you have
D4.
you get to roll. Let's roll the D4 first,
Okay.
and then we'll go ahead and roll a charisma check. All right, you got a 2. So you have a +3. So essentially, you have a +5. So you need a 13 or better on this charisma check. On the die roll of the charisma check.
He can do that. He rolls that all the time.
Oh! 7. Raven, you're like trying to recall. You're like, maybe there was like a. Oh, it was a comic book that you read about someone who.
Sitting here stroking.
It was
Sorry, this
about.
is Rod's new. He's never.
It was about a guy. It was not a
Doesn't usually
tiny
happen,
hut.
guys.
It was about.
Thank you.
It was a.
Good
It
night.
was about a tiny mutt, a little puppy.
Okay, so
Roll
we're
a
leaving the
clutch roll.
floors, right?
That is fucking ridiculous. All right. Hey, why don't we get out of here and go take a rest?
That's a great idea.
I'm sitting down taking a rest right here. I should nap right here.
I'm going up that ladder right there.
No,
Not moving up right now. God damn it. Whoa, come on.
Just take. It's only an hour.
I will sit down here for 1 hour with you if you promise at the first instance of something coming up to attack us, you teleport us the fuck out of here.
But how are you?
No, that's the only deal.
Deal.
Can I insight check to see if she's lying?
Sure.
I haven't seen a single living thing since I've been down here.
So if you feel like you were lying, Woe, then roll deception. If not, then Sitsu, you know that she's telling the truth.
Let me.
Or you're confident. This has been so fun.
I mean, really, kind of ridiculous.
Why would we do this? There's no.
Right, let's get out of here.
That's exactly what I'm saying this whole time. Okay.
Let's put it to a vote.
I'll vote with Woe. And I vote with Sitsu, so I guess we cancel each other out.
Oh, Fate gets a
Gobble?
vote.
Oh, if I get a vote, then fuck yeah, let's go get those Arcanexes.
Okay, Gobblefunk, go get them.
I mean, I already tried, but you know, I'm just
Remember
one man.
how you asked him to go do it and he tried? So
I know.
Yeah,
and
And look at
remember
me,
what
I'm still
happened?
okay.
Why do we want to repeat what happened to Gobblefunk?
Well, he was invisible.
Oh, that's a good point.
but it's not like something can take me down in one shot.
Do you want me to try?
I'm practically a god now.
I almost got disintegrated like yesterday.
But that wouldn't happen twice, would it?
We're all tired. He's
Okay,
used
sit
a whole
down,
bunch
take
of
a nap.
magic.
By this point,
I
you've been
used a
debating
bunch
for
of magic.
probably an hour. So you can take a short rest here. You've earned it.
It's not going to give you back any spells.
I know,
Or It will.
it's-
It will. Whoa! It won't. Raven, who just wasted a 4th level spell on a 2.
I don't need the hit dice.
Do you have that shiny potion?
Yeah.
Is it adding it or automatically? Yes. It is. Okay. Cool. Sure.
Oh man, I feel so fucking good, guys.
I'm going in behind.
I feel
Woe.
like I can counter 2 spells now.
All right. Whoa! You first.
Me first.
This was
And the
your
gimme
idea.
gimmes?
You're leading this parade of chaos. Let's go.
Oh man, let me check something real quick. How many do I have of these?
You want I should stay invisible or what?
Is
You?
that Lyle?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Was that Lyle Gobblefucker Allen?
Don't you dare confuse me with that guy. Like I don't sound nothing like him. Okay.
You're much prettier, Gobblefunk.
Well, y'all are always gushing about how pretty he is. So my gosh.
Who said that? Was that Lyle?
Shut up. Shut up.
All right, we're going on the suicide mission, I guess. Why not?
Yeah, let's
Let's go.
Well, we can
let's
just
just
sneak down there.
Jump into the giant hole of trap to get the bag of trap. Go wrong. Why not?
Let's go to the trap hole.
Trap hole to get the crap bag.
I definitely think when it comes to the quantity that's in the bag, I should do the rolling.
yes. So that there's one Arcanex in the
Exactly.
whole bag.
Full inch just walnuts. The rest of it.
It's a bag of fucking rocks. That's what it is.
Oh, you remember that bag of rocks you
Yeah, I
bought before?
remember
Right?
that bag
Buy
of rocks.
one?
Yes.
It's the same bag.
It's the same fucking bag.
It turns out to be the old lady.
Oh,
It
God.
wasn't an old dude that you were bitching
It was
with.
like
No,
an
it was an old goblin woman.
Goblin.
Yeah, let's. Okay.
Hey, you remember me?
God damn it.
Sorry, stream. I think there's been a gas leak at 4 undisclosed locations.
None of us clearly have a brain cell right now. We're just gonna delete this VOD once stream's over. No one needs me for this.
Oh, we need to, lest we forget, everybody. All right, you're free to move as you move.
All right, let's go.
Sure.
Lead on.
Nothing bad's
Do we
gonna
want to be
happen at all.
sneaky?
Yes.
Alright,
Because
we're
us
sneaking.
being sneaky is gonna be different than someone invisible.
We're sneaking.
You're sneaking. I'm sneaking, Dad. I'm sneaking.
Spade splashes through the water.
Ploosh.
Oh, this is such.
I don't even know where we're going.
Yeah, Raven, this is all new to you.
It is on there.
Going to the rat hole.
Show me where the trap is.
Don't. I'm staying a good 40 feet behind Woe.
Love it.
She can go first.
Yeah, I'm the
Is-
tank. I got this.
There's a sign on the wall that says ambush this way.
Right? It's written in blood, clearly.
There's flashing neon. Yeah.
This is where the foot was, right?
Yeah.
Can I look at the foot as we go past?
Sure can.
Count the
hop across this
toes.
bridge here. There we go.
Make sure you loot it.
I want to see it.
Loot that foot.
You got some cheese.
You got one shoe.
Gross.
Can I tell if it was gnawed off or cut or?
Oh, yeah. You certainly, it's a clean cut.
Great. That's exciting.
Oh, so happy for you. Clean cut.
Does it look like it was made with a scythe by a halfling by any chance?
I don't know.
Oh,
We
man.
could take one of yours and compare it.
Are you saying Sitsu's the Herald?
Oh, shit. It makes so much sense. We've never
Have
seen
you
them in the
ever
same
seen them in
room.
the same place? No.
I threw a head at him 2 hours ago.
I didn't see that.
Looked like a minor illusion to me.
The sewers are getting the whole
All right.
group a little.
Yeah, no. Seats the Herald. You sure
Might
you
be a
want to
gas
keep talking
station.
shit?
It's those spores.
Sure, guys. I'm the big bad. You want to keep talking shit?
Wouldn't that be a plot twist? I've been working with one of you secretly all along.
Nick just picked a player and didn't tell them. I'm not putting us diagonal, but I'm just gonna run into the sewer as we walk. So I'm moving fast.
It's a long trek stream, but at least we're giving you some commentary along the way.
It's important.
Look,
Sorry.
was there another body part on the way?
Yeah, right around where Gobblefunk is now is that.
Gobblefunk.
Oh, you can't see Gobblefunk. Over where Woe is pinging
Okay.
is where there was the half of a torso.
Okay.
You hungry, Lau?
I mean, I could have a snack. We didn't need anything when we just took a rest there. So yeah, I'll take a bite. You taking a bite?
Sure.
Yeah, all right.
Are you sure this is sanitary? This water looks questionable.
Probably not. It's fine. Don't worry about it. Don't think about it.
Oh god. All right.
I
Is
hope
that
the
a
hole is
cactus?
big enough for me.
Is that a cactus?
I hope so too.
That's that fungus from before the spores.
Oh, don't touch the
Not
big
trying.
Let's-
nest.
Let's touch it and eat it. No, okay.
Alan is just following C2.
Just creeping down the tunnel,
Uh,
getting closer.
Okay. This is such a bad idea. It's a very
agree
brief moment where they
Uh,
stop and C2 and Alan look at each other and like, no, we can't leave. Okay.
But like it would be so easy to do it. But then I'll die. Whoa! You see, Gobblefunk is approaching the hole which you were dragged down into.
Okay. Do you want to send him in again first, and then if he dies, we just leave?
What if we all just like sneak down the hole?
Is it
Going-
like, are you working for change again? Is this like, are you
No.
trying to get us killed?
I'm working for the courts. Are you working for change?
No, I've been pretty blatant about who I'm working with, so I don't know why that's a question.
All right. I think we should table this discussion because or else we'll be stuck here for another hour.
I told you after you.
Okay. Okay. Are we gonna sneak?
I am not a sneaky guy.
Are you
He's
sure?
more of the bowling ball type.
All right.
Dad,
Could
if
just-
you get on top of my back, I am quieter than you, I think.
Yeah, I'm sure nobody will notice a big fucking horse coming down this hole.
But I have all of my
Good
limbs,
idea.
Dad.
I have all of my lips, dude. Is
That's really hard
Fade
to argue
throwing
with.
shade?
Oh.
All right.
You know what's sad is I'm only marginally more intelligent than Fate.
That's actually what is Fade's intelligence?
I think it's a 6,
It's-
right?
It's only
Yeah.
a little less than the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm
That's-
not much more intelligent,
right.
but that wisdom is doing. Wait, what? Who has the highest intelligence?
me.
Oh,
It's-
whoa, by far.
What's
Yeah,
what
it's
was-
not me.
13.
Okay, Alan's just behind you.
Yeah, we give Lyle shit, but he's got a 10. Like, he's at least,
Yeah,
like,
we took
yeah,
his
average.
intelligence away.
Well, now I understand why we're going down this fucking hole.
I just want to argue that the wisdom like score, the street smarts of like this is a bad idea,
Oh, for sure, that would apply.
still here.
But you're still here because I somehow
This
convinced
is
you.
a bad idea. Because we can't just leave you idiots in the sewers.
Like, there was a little space after I went down the hole. Like, it's not like, I died right out of
Remember?
the hole. Yeah, it's the
'Cause
pit.
there's
The
the-
pit
The
is the
death
shit.
tunnel before you get to the pit.
Yeah. Remember where
So-
Woe is being all like, blah, 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 blah.
All right.
So do
We
you
also
want to
just,
drop
like, all
down and
jump
cast
in together?
darkness?
I'm gonna drop Gobble down the hole.
Gobbles down the hole.
If you drop in and cast darkness, we're not gonna be able to help.
I'm not gonna cast darkness.
There's nothing in there.
It's all clear, Ma.
The open, the hole, the drop in is clear.
Just count down until Gobble gets marked again.
Whoop.
Sorry,
Woe disappears.
God damn it.
you hear nothing.
Can I
Wow,
look
follows.
around out here real quick before I climb
Yeah.
into that hole?
Yeah, for sure.
We-
You hear
You
screaming
see
from the hole.
more bits of viscera and blood, a scrap of plate mail here, and the fragments of a shield there.
This is a terrible idea. Let's go and
Oh,
C2
hey,
and
Raven.
Alan, like hold hands and climb.
Jump into the fog, right?
Dude, that was
So-
so cool how Fade came down the hole. It was just like, oops.
Use the pole.
Oh, yeah. So there's like, I gotta remember the layout of this thing. There was like a spider room, wasn't there? Pretty
You
sure
do
there
recall there was a spider tunnel that you didn't
Didn't
really
take.
go in.
Is the grate open over here?
If you don't see a barrier, then yes, it is.
Oh, look. More blood.
Oh yeah, more blood. Masangre. such trepidation.
I'm just trying to get Fade through the tunnels.
I'm
Uh,
stuck behind the horse right now.
so
So.
much edging. All right, so Gobblefunk from this point is
See, though.
he can see part of the pit. He can't see the person in the pit.
Okay. The pit's around this corner up here, guys.
The left or the right?
Was that Woe or Gobblefunk?
To the left. We're one in the same.
No, the left.
Wobblefunk.
Oh,
It's
Wobble.
around this curve, and I point this
okay.
way.
Let's go jump
Do we want to sneak up on her?
You just hear Seats' voice in your
Sure.
head say, "Yeah, that's probably a good idea.
We're gonna try and be sneaky.
Maybe don't pay attention to
Alright.
her. Pay attention to behind you."
The three of you roll a stealth check, and we're just going to do an average of, like 15 means you're pretty well sneaking. So if you get a 45 total, oof, okay. And there's Raven.
No, that was Fade. That was Fade.
That's
That's
Fade.
not the right modifier.
That's even
right,
better.
Raven's is worse.
Wait, was that actually Fade?
That was actually Fade.
Yeah, that was
you
Fade.
have
Very well could've.
advantage,
Very well
don't you?
could've been.
The Fade check. Yeah, you actually have disadvantage on it, so it's going to be worse. Raven. Dum.
To be fair,
I told you I'm not a
Lyle
stealthy
is
person.
super stealthy.
Yeah,
so
but
is Alan.
they're ancillary. And so
So I could wait back here and see if they are
I'm
able to
dead.
stealth into the room.
I would allow if Rafen is standing back with Fade, the rest of you would definitely be able to stealth up.
Yeah, it's stupid to think I could stealth in with a fucking horse with me.
With a horse and heavy
Horse and
armor.
plate armor.
Cloppity-clop.
He's like riding him through the
Dead-
tunnel.
I don't think that I am the problem here.
I don't think he is either. All right.
If a horse weighs no pounds, does it make a sound in a sewer?
Fade, you're asking the real questions. Can we actively...
Also, no one hears Fade except Raven. It's the
Can
tragedy.
we actively
That's
dodge
true.
before we walk in? Can that...
Can
be a
can
thing?
sorry? Can you do what before you walk
Can
in?
we dodge before we walk in?
Yeah, I mean it lasts a very short amount of time. Because it's only gonna last for a few seconds at a time, since it's one turn in combat that dodging lasts.
And I would be close enough to hear any commotion if should any arise. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'll wait back here I'll be the cavalry with the horse.
Okay.
Woe just right before she like walks too far away from Sitsu, she just hears Sitsu's voice in her head saying, "Hey, we can't see anything."
Oh, why? You can't see in the dark?
Don't think so.
You guys don't have dark vision?
You do.
Oh, okay. I can see a little.
I mean, it's all shades of gray. But I mean, where you're currently positioned, there's like a
Oh.
sliver that is not blocked by the curve of the
Come
tunnel.
up here. If you come to like right here or right here. There.
This is some elaborate ruse to get us all.
This has
to
been 20 minutes of y'all sneaking.
Okay, so that's.
I took another
that's
rest.
The hole right there.
That's the hole. That's the pit.
This
remember?
is the pit.
No, Matilda was not here for this session.
Oh, that's right. You weren't. This is the pit, and you see from your vantage point here, there is a wooden staircase that descends down into this pit. The pit is about 15 feet deep.
Okay. Is there anything like over here?
There is just a continuation of this wall. However, whoa, you remember that is where this chamber was right around where Sitsu was just pinging.
It's where his secret laboratory was, where he cut up kids and made them into devourers.
Do you think maybe it was still there since Gobblefunk got smacked from behind?
Maybe. Can I see it? Does it look like that weird, like where the stone was different?
It does not.
Might be different in this timeline. Can I see the lady in the hole?
Do you see a lady in the hole?
No.
Then no.
Do I see the lady in the hole?
You see the lady in the hole. See, she is certainly a knight of Juris. You see, much like Gobblefunk described, she is kind of like doubled over. She's still like on her feet, and she is clutching like a burlap sack of something. But what specifically you couldn't say. And she's just oh,
I swear to God, if that's an illusion.
Is it an illusion?
How do I? I can't even see her. How am I supposed to know?
I'm asking myself.
You can roll an investigation check to see if can you peer through if it is an illusion. I mean, maybe. You don't know.
I can't even see
Bruh.
her.
She is,
Look like a
and I give
step
you.
forward. I like walk up between Wo's like around Wo's ankles.
Just
All right.
you peek out underneath my skirts.
I definitely am thinking this is some sort of illusion, and we're gonna die. So
Not the spooky pit.
can I check?
Yeah,
Yo.
she's real.
Okay.
That's not an illusion. And she looks like she's in serious pain.
Should I send Gobblefunk in there to help her?
I mean, at least if he triggers the trap, we'll know where it comes from.
I love you, Gobble.
I like that we're like silent speech and like messaging back and forth right now. Like,
Is there, well, I'm not in the room. Was there any indication that she has seen anyone?
No.
there's no more blood stains, are there?
There's not.
Because those stopped by the fungus thing and the
Over by where Rafen and Fade are now.
Oh, it's probably the spiders. Up the other tunnel.
wonderful.
Hey, Gobble, go ask her if she needs help.
All right. Sure.
Just stay a little bit away from her.
Okay.
I'm watching back here.
As Gobblefunk starts flying toward her, you see he is no longer invisible. You need some help or something? Remember me? And I didn't really introduce myself last time. My insides, they hurt. Help me. I don't understand what's happening to me. What do I do?
Offer to take her bag from her.
Grab the bag and run.
Can I take your bag from you, ma'am? And she clutches it closer to her. No, it's gonna save me, he said.
Oh, that's so sad.
Wo is gone already. That's exciting. Well,
Is she?
she's
I have a
invisible.
feeling like she's going to turn into a giant baddie bad.
Is Wo just invisible?
No, I'm right here.
No, you're not.
She's on top of you.
Oh, you got underneath my legs, remember? She's underneath my legs and she's like, did Wo disappear?
¿Qué pasó?
Is the nice thing, kind thing to do in this situation to just kill her right now?
I mean, we could be completely wrong. Just kill someone who's hiding in the sewers. What would a
Somebody who
god
was-
do?
Which one? That answer varies wildly.
A prime or a...
Or a forebear? Yeah, which forebear?
Oh, man. Yikes.
That answer still varies wildly.
All right, everybody, zig or zag. What are you doing?
Gobble. Gobble.
Just go take the bag
Take the bag.
and get ready to fight because there's
All right.
something's gonna
I'll try. Gobblefunk flies forward. You can see them wrestling over the bag, and just stop fighting me. And she rips it away and tucks it even tighter. She is stronger than Gobblefunk with his 6 strength. Strength.
He's so strong. He's a big, strong boy.
so strong.
All right, I can pull a wagon, but I cannot pry this. It's glued. It's glued their hands.
We're
gonna have to chop off her hands.
All right. All right. Oh,
Tell her to come out. We can
yeah.
tell her.
Gobble, go tell her to come out and we'll help her.
Hey, pretty lady, why don't you come out over here? Let's get out of this pit, don't you think? I can't.
Convinced it.
I can't. They won't come back if I leave.
Oh. Okay. All
Is she
right.
within
Okay.
30 feet?
No, she's like hella far.
I don't know what distance is right now.
Hey, lady, why don't you come up here and we'll help you out?
You come help, please. I hurt so much,
Yep, you can come on up.
and they're all gone. But I can bring them back. I can.
Not in that condition, you can't.
Help me.
Yes, come up here and I will help you.
He said I would need help.
The Herald,
I don't know. Him.
the guy with the wings.
Yes.
Yeah, he's not so good. Sorry, but he killed all your friends.
No, he saved them.
No.
And I can save them. It's not too late.
What did he save them from?
From what's coming.
And what's coming?
He said you already know.
Can we just...
Are you gonna help me? Oh, my insides.
I'm going to... I am going to... summon Hound of Ill Omen.
Okay. Where are you putting that?
Oh, 30 feet. 30 feet. Oh, it doesn't give me an actual template of what 30 feet is.
So 30 feet.
Within 30 feet of the target.
Okay.
Okay,
Great.
Okay.
Just pick her up entirely. And...
I dropped it
hounds-
in the pit.
Does not manifest.
Oh no!
Yeah.
If he lost invisibility going through that little barrier, or there's probably a silence spell or something over it.
Anti-magic of some kind.
Yeah.
Icky, icky.
I've peeked around the corner because I heard some yelling, so I'm kind of
Okay.
now. I've
Yeah,
got
we're
some
not being
eyesight.
quiet anymore.
Yeah.
Rafen, from this perspective, you are not sensing any of the, with the exception of Gobblefunk, who's within 60 feet of you as a fiend. You are not sensing any of those creature types, and you also don't see any magic whatsoever in your line of sight here.
Yeah, there's some anti-magic stuff going on in this room.
Icky, icky.
Why are we playing this game?
Because we can't go in there.
So I also don't sense any Arcanex recognition from the bag she's clutching.
You don't see her or the bag from where you're
okay.
standing.
Gotcha.
Come closer, my dear. Let me see you with both eyes.
So I will fully come into the room at this point.
I'm backing up.
Okay. From here, Rathan, you can see that as you gaze at this bag, there is absolutely a fuckload of magic coming from it.
That's why we're here. Yeah.
So who wants to jump into the murder pit?
It's like an anti.
I don't want to.
So
I'm just going to say that. I don't want to
Magic
jump
isn't
into the murder
working in
pit.
there, so not going
But-
to be able to heal anybody.
well, I could lay on hands because that's not a spell. So I could heal her up a little bit. Maybe that's enough to convince her to follow us out of this area.
But I don't know if like casting magic into there will work. Does that make sense?
No, I would have to be next to her anyway.
Yeah.
So I could go in, lay on hands to try to, convince
would
her
it
that
work
hey, we're
in
here
there?
to
Hey,
help.
whoa.
Yes.
It's not a spell.
Could you try shooting into there with your blasts and see if it goes through?
Which blast do you want me to shoot? I got lots of things. I'll just try
Don't waste your resources, but
Okay. Yeah. Yeah, I'll just throw Eldritch Blast through the area to see if it fizzles out.
As it gets to approximately where Gobblefunk is, it sure does.
Okay.
we're gonna have to walk in there if we want the bag of Arcanexes.
Yeah.
This is insane. Why are we doing this?
Because we want a bag of Arcanexes.
Okay, but if it is actually a bag of Arcanexes, why wouldn't he just use them? Why would he offer them up?
Why don't we just lasso her up?
I mean, you could tell Gobble to throw a rope around her.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, throw a rope and tire to fade. Let's run out. See what happens.
I'll take my rope and put it in a slip knot and have Gobblefunk try and drop it on her.
know what we're doing?
Mundane Solutions.
Fucking
not
Looney
magical.
Tunes style. Well, we'll stand at the edge of the pit and try and pull it back.
God damn it. Just gonna
All right, I guess get in position, people, for this
am-
Looney Tunes plan.
Staying back here.
Do you want me to tie it to fade?
I mean, I've got strength enough to move her, so as long as you get me the other end of the rope. Unless she weighs 1,000 pounds.
Which
So I would say if this is to be the beginning of a fight, let's not cluster up.
Yeah, but we're gonna need to be in a space where we can reach her with the rope. That's what sucks. Something here.
50 foot of...
Yeah. But you have to have enough to tie around her too.
So
Right here and then back towards the tunnel and pull back towards the tunnel.
We can tie 2 ropes together.
Do you have a rope?
Probably. Isn't that standard equipment? Let me see.
I'm sure Rafen has a rope.
I'm sure. Yeah.
I have 2 ropes. I don't
Holy
know why,
shit.
but I have 2 ropes.
Brag.
Would you like some rope? Here you go.
All right, Gobblefunk. I believe in
offer
you.
Oh, I
Okay,
have-
so I'm gonna lasso her, right?
Yep.
Okay.
And then we're
And then?
gonna pull her up.
And I'm going to start pulling.
Okay, so who's got the other end of this rope?
I do.
All right. So Gobblefunk takes the lasso end of the rope, flies over toward the woman, and throws it over her head. It goes past her shoulders. What are you doing?
I am
Pulling.
pulling quickly.
Roll a strength or athletics check here.
This is so dumb.
I just
This is so fucking stupid, guys.
you're the reason we're doing this.
You guys trust me
Okay.
when
Oh,
I'm
that was
in a
fade.
goofy
That was
mood.
fade. Fuck.
Okay, so what do you add to your athletics?
Good question. Hang on one second.
Roll it as Rafen, damn it.
No, except my Rafen token is buried under fades right now. So
Oh,
Dismount.
let's see. Yeah, let me
Wop, 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 wop.
Get bloop, bloop.
Dismount fade. Real
I think
quick.
that's what I'm going to have to do, right?
All right, dismount the boy.
Yourself.
Okay. And this was athletics.
Yes.
Hell yeah, brother.
Hell yeah, brother. As you atop Fade are grabbing onto this rope, yanking, suddenly she yanks her upper body back, and you and Fade come streaming into the pits. And as you do, you see she begins to shudder and shake, and the bag in her hands begins to glow as you see the armor that she is wearing peels away as she's like ripping at her midsection. And as she gets to the skin below, you see there is not a stomach, but an eye the size of her stomach, and the eye opens, and as it does, you see the entirety of her glows, and from the bag of what you presumed were Archanexies come pouring out gangling tentacles with eyes at the end of each one, and in the place of this Knight of Juris is an Eldritch Horror. Everybody roll initiative. You knew what you were getting into. You knew it was a trap. You came anyway.
So far on the record saying this is a terrible idea.
I love that all it took to tempt you was a bag of maybe Archanexies.
I blame Gobblefuck. I mean, really.
Well, you keep sending him to do the dirty work, then that's what he's going to report back. All right, stream, this is where we are going to end our session for tonight. We couldn't possibly get through this in the next, 3 minutes, so you'll have to tune in next time. Maybe we'll be a little less loopy, but maybe we won't. You'll see. Hope you had fun. I sure did.
Yay.
I did as well.
Night stream.
Good night,
Good night,
stream.
stream.
Thanks. Good night.
Bye.